Welcome back to the party, everybody. This is Morty, and I am your host, Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Everybody hit that like and subscribe. You know I would do it for you, and let's party. Big shout out to the replay gang. Thank you so much for coming back to watch this. Even though you missed the live party, guys, that is the best part. So make sure you are here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and sometimes whenever I feel like it, like right now. So hit that subscribe, ring the bell, and you'll never miss an Indian Jesus live party ever again. If you'd like to support the channel, head on over to TheIndianJesus.com for your very own official merch. Guys, we do also have a free Discord server. It is absolutely free to join. It is absolutely free to join. Make sure you go in there. It is a great place to meet people and have interesting conversations. And like I said, yes, it is free to join. However, if you are a member of this channel here on YouTube, you can scroll right below the video, hit that join button. There's a few different tiers here, but it starts at just $2.99 a month. It gets you members only live streams here on YouTube, all that other good stuff. But it also opens up the full Discord server, guys. And that includes the after party. So especially Monday, Wednesday, Friday, as soon as we are done here on YouTube, we head over there where we don't have to worry about any kind of YouTube censors, and you are not stuck behind your keyboard. You're actually on screen with me and everybody else. It is a good time. Definitely come and join us. Shout out to Carl. Said, I'm not a member, as I didn't see your debate review. Did that guy really try to smite you, or was that just thumbnail bait? Well, I mean, I only watched like 25 minutes of it or so. But no, it was not, it was more thumbnail bait. The long story short was he is also not a member, but unbeknownst to me, he has a Rolex. So I should let him into membership for free because he has a Rolex. But I didn't know that he has a Rolex. Even if I did know, I don't know. Anyway, shout out to Dylan Suit. Welcome to the party. And yeah, if you do want to see that, I did cover a little bit of it at the end of the stream yesterday. So if you just fast forward, you'll see where it is. It's like the last 20 minutes, half hour or so. An interesting interaction. But you know, people never cease to amaze me. Like my boy King Nirvana. Welcome to the party. So I'm excited for this one, guys, because we all know Hasan. We all know Hasan and how Hasan is gonna be Hasan. But I did not realize he was this bad. Big shout out to Willy Mac, who does these video essays, who had already done a 2-part series on Hasan, then went on to Hasan's stream and debated Hasan about all the things that he put in the 2-part series. And that was just a few months ago. And already he has part 1 of another, at least 2-part series about Hasan. And this one is darker. I did not know. Like I said, I did not know. So this is seeming to be a theme this week, that people are worse than I thought. Shout out to Craig. Welcome to the party. Let's dive right in. As always, guys, if you can't hear the video, please.
Last year, I started documenting Hasan for his blatantly false reporting.
Damn, that was last year already?
I was right about Ukraine. That's right. War is not imminent. Oh, shock.
In Israel.
Yikes!
The airstrike hit the Al Ahli hospital. You were so right. They added 7,000 new troops. So what's going to end up happening is that by April, this is going to be done.
IDF didn't bomb the hospital. Change title. IDF didn't bomb the hospital. Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
I criticized him for being a propagandist, coming to conclusions on breaking news when the story hadn't even been fully reported out.
You right now.
This is when Willy Mac, the guy that we're watching, actually went on to Hasan's stream and tried to talk to him about, like, hey, you're not good at this. You're not reacting properly. You're just sitting there, and you know, he had the meme of you had entire videos of people clipping when he just would play a video and then get up and leave. Like, bro, you can't do that.
It's coming to conclusions on breaking news when the story hadn't even been fully reported out.
You right now is the same thing you always do. I'm just saying.
No,
shout out to Nisian Speaks. Oof, that's a throwback. That's a throwback.
Doing it in real time.
You always
doing it in real time, bro.
Over the course of an 8-hour broadcast, if you look to literally 3 moments,
how come nobody else shut up as much as you did that does 8-hour broadcasts?
Because no one has the most psychopathic fandom like idiots like you who sit through every minutia to find a clippable moment.
What is it? Explaining why he can get everything wrong.
Find a clippable moment to be like, he sucks, he's bad.
So that was on my mind here. That I've never taken the time to actually go and watch any of these streams from Hasan. So I don't actually know how common the things that we're going to see in this video are on stream. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to do that to either just, report back to you guys that, okay, it's bad, it's there, but it's not like, this is every 15 seconds. Or we'll be able to just be like, guys, this is just straight up what it is. Let's just go over there and we'll do an entire stream. Just whatever Hasan says, it's probably going to be crazy. So let's just go over there. But I did think about the fact that, if you're streaming 8 hours a day, you can be clip farmed pretty easily. But even so, the stuff that we're about to see is pretty bad.
That's the reason, dickhead. All right.
He followed this up by interviewing a terrorist, eating up propaganda about taking hostages.
He's saying he hasn't spent much time with Chinese people, but one of the captain was Chinese, and he did caught with them.
You guys remember this when a little Houthi rebel, and he brought him in and was just talking about anime,
and he danced some music with them, and he was vibing. So he likes them. Yeah.
So what? That's so crazy.
Brilliant interviewing skills.
He's saying that they win over the crews on these ships, and they like win them over with their charm, and they make them hate America and the U.S. government.
Yeah, it's terrorist propaganda, and I'm sure he's gonna be like, "Oh no, that's bad," right?
That's so funny.
Oh, it's funny. It's funny to radicalize Americans to want to actually do terrorism on Americans.
Okay, that doesn't probably take much.
Yeah, hilarious. The crew is still held captive. And Hasan continues to glorify terrorism by playing their propaganda and passing it off as happy musicals.
Speaking of music video,
This is this if this is not just part of, okay, this is part of just part of it. When we get to that part,
over like the American flag and the Israeli.
when we get to this part, this is when I was like, oh, y'all got to see this. When we get to this part, then you'll understand.
Flags side by side, they will always like march on it. When you said music video, I'm expecting like bad example, Chris Brown dancing,
No. They do do musicals. They're very musical people.
Praising their leaders, all while hypocritically defending Russia and China's invasion of their neighbors.
You call Crimea? I call it a part of Russian territory. That's what I call Crimea. I call it Crimea River. Bite the bullet on the Tim.
That's kind of a good joke.
Houthi kid. Why would I ever? If I did something,
I doubt he came up with that. I doubt he came up with that. As I'm thinking about it, there's no way Hasan came out with Crimea River.
Bite the bullet on the Tim Houthi kid. Why would I ever? If I did something that was fucked up, by my estimations, I would of course apologize for it. I have time.
By my estimations.
And time again.
Notice again how he creates an out for himself. Well, if I ever thought that I did anything wrong, then I would of course apologize for it. But I didn't think I did anything wrong ever, even though everybody has demonstrated clearly that I did do it wrong. In my opinion, it's not wrong, so I don't apologize.
By my estimations, I would of course apologize for it. I have time and time again.
Name one time. He can't because he's never owned up to anything. Hasan continues to be the worst political streamer, and Twitch supports him.
Yeah, where is that chatter? He was like, come to Israel. It's so beautiful here. I should go to the old city so I can get my fucking shit pushed in by some of the most inbred fundamentalist hicks.
No,
I was wondering where like all of this anti-Semitism and like I absolutely understand that there is very valid arguments against the IDF and all that stuff, but like straight up anti-Semitism is kind of becoming the rage.
Hasan's politics really baffles me. He just doesn't seem very consistent. When Russia invaded Ukraine, he constantly justified it by saying Ukraine and its army was full of Nazis. This is the same propaganda Russia pushes. Hasan acted like every citizen in Ukraine was on the verge of fascism.
The reason why a small amount of nationalist forces gaining prominence is additionally terrifying. It's like Tinder, okay? It can cause a wildfire of nationalism because it's already baked in.
Okay, I was actually thinking the dating app. My bad.
Can cause a wildfire of nationalism because it's already baked in to the attitudes of the commoner. Okay, every person already has like a predisposition towards nationalist tendencies. So the issue is when you start legitimizing the nationalist guys, boom! All of a sudden, the country could turn fascist like that. Okay.
Was that one sentence or 3 or 5? But shout out to Carl here. This is a good one. Hasan is really a gay. Good one.
Justify Russia annexing Ukraine constantly.
Regardless of whether he wants it or not, he needs it as a buffer state. Exactly. Exactly.
Yo, guys, really cool. Wait, can we get those likes up, please? Just hit that like button. It is so free and easy, and it helps so much. Thank you.
Historic access into the Black Sea, Crimea, that's like historically and ethnically all Russian, majority Russian.
They're Nazis. Everyone's going to be radicalized. But when it comes to a fundamentalist group like Hamas that theoretically would run the country,
nah, they're cool. They're cool.
Hassan doesn't seem to have those same worries. He justifies it by using Republicans as stand-ins for Hamas.
I'm saying
Dylan, Hassan talks like a Gen Z older brother. Well, he literally, I mean, that's a pretty good way to describe him. That is a pretty good way to describe him. I doubt that there's more than 10% of his audience is over the age of 18. I doubt it. Oh, that is hilarious. Hey, shout out to Melted Mind Media. Yeah, remember when he interviewed a Somali pirate? Yeah, that was right along with his Houthi terrorist. Thank you, sir. Welcome to the party. Of course, every donation comes with a treat for Morty. Welcome.
saying that the gay people and the trans people that are living under those conditions in Gaza, right, see Israel as a far larger problem in their existence than they do like Islamic fundamentalism in terms of governance. If we were getting ruthlessly slaughtered by an alien force, I wouldn't give a fuck if someone was homophobic or not. I'd be like, thank you for fighting against the alien force.
I mean, sure. Okay. I'm with you there.
Seems awesome that you're doing that. I would actually arm up side by side with my fellow homophobic Republican rabid Christian fundamentalist sociopaths to try and protect my home. And that's the point.
What a pat on the back, brother. What an amazing person you are. Like, what are we doing? Other media said that there aren't people living in Gaza that are LGBTQ on the butt. There's people dead in Gaza that are LGBTQ, that's for sure.
The same thing as the Azov battalion fighting in Ukraine. How does he have these conflicting opinions? It makes no sense. Asmongold made the horrific decision to call Palestinians' culture inferior. Hasan rightfully called him out for this.
These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture.
Yup.
And it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for.
And that's because of their chosen dogma. You might have a slightly better dogma if you're Christian, but it all comes down to dogma. But I digress.
And it is an inferior culture in all ways.
It's terrifying. Like saying they're inferior, saying they're evil, to justify the death and destruction that befalls them is so horrifying.
I do not think he was justified saying they are inferior, therefore we should go and kill them all. Nobody was saying that. Nobody was saying because they are inferior that they deserve to be wiped off the earth. That is not at all what was said.
Remember, Hasan would never call another culture inferior.
Let me guess. He's about to say we should wipe these people off the face of the earth because they're a lower culture.
Would never do that.
I don't agree in theocracy at all.
But like, wouldn't that mean that it would be inferior?
Or, no, I wouldn't say that any culture is inferior to one another. All life must be cherished. Their lives are
except if they're in the womb, right? I mean, come on.
Are no different, even if they disagree fundamentally with you.
But if we just go back to last year, Hasan was justifying China's invasion of Tibet for the same reason. They're inferior culture. He says China's imperialism is good because they focus on taking over their neighbors.
Chinese development and Chinese military action is either irredentist in nature, which is different than imperialism, where it's more so expansive in its own limited area, rather than global imperialism, which is
absolutely. There's a huge difference between dogma and faith. Faith is just believing or accepting a truth claim without the sufficient evidence. So, if I got, for instance, if I got a doll that looked exactly like Morty sleeping, and I put it here, and it was covered just by my name here, and I was like, guys, this is Morty, you would have the faith that was Morty. But then if I picked it up and threw it around and you threw it across the room and you saw Morty actually walk up, you'd be like, oh, I was wrong about that. I'm not stuck to the idea that what was in the chair is in fact Morty. That's just a belief that you have, and you didn't have enough evidence to verify that. You had it on faith because that's where Morty usually is. So why wouldn't that be Morty? It just happened not to be that time, but you believed it. That's faith. Dogma is when like I said, when I pick it up and I show, look, it's not Morty, and Morty's actually walking right up there, and now it's Morty sitting in the chair. The thing you just saw sitting in the chair, I'm holding it in my hand, and you're like, nuh-uh, that's a different dog. This is Morty in your hand. That would be Dogma. Another My Media said, are you ready for World War III after we gave Ukraine the green light? Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. We were worried about it before. Now we're all good. Now that Trump's like, look, you can take Crimea and we'll just go back to doing everything that we were doing before. And that's totally I think China is the China and Iran are the issues. Ukraine was never an issue, except for the fact that we were poking the bear with Russia. Shout out to Ayush Gupta. Welcome to the party. Said Nuxanor broke Hasan takes down gloriously in a recent video. Well, I mean, I guess everybody's getting in on it then. Damn. Well, shout out to him. We are covering Willy Mac. Willy Mac has done a great job. And look what we got. Unwanted phone talking about merch. Morty stuffed plushies. That is a fantastic idea. Thank you, sir. And of course, that makes you the new sponsor of the stream. Very, very, very much appreciated. Thank you very, very much. And yes, once we have them, because obviously that's going to take some money to, design and all that stuff, but that is absolutely coming, especially when you know what I mean? Thank you, sir. Very much appreciated. My Media said, I remember when H3 called out Hasan on their podcast. Yep. And that was it looks like the start of the decline from the decline. Like he was always, he was on top, and then it was just slowly going down. And then he went on this podcast, and it seemed to be going a little bit even worse. And it don't seem like he's done. It seems like he's about to have a huge crash out. I'm not trying to predict the future here. I'm just saying it don't look good.
In its own limited area rather than global imperialism, which is
China's
done with the express effort
lands.
with the
Tibet, Taiwan.
Tibet was literally a feudal slave mandate.
So an inferior culture. And not only are they an inferior culture, but we should invade them because of that fact, says Hasan. Got it. If he didn't have double standards, he would have no standards.
Tibet was literally a feudal slave mandate, autonomous zone.
China did them a favor.
That was one. I mean, in America, when I say something like this, people get very upset.
Bro, that's another theme. Hold on, let me just fix this here. That's another theme of people like talking to someone. Here we go. Shout out to Unwanted Foe. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, that's another thing coming out this week, that people are saying things, and then whoever they're talking to comes out with a sarcastic remark that's supposed to be so outlandish, and then they actually agree with it. He's like, oh, so China did Tibet a favor. They did him a favor by wiping out. He's like, well, I mean, people get upset when I say that, but yeah. Like, what? I wonder why. Hey, shout out to Funk Master General in the building. Welcome to the party. No question, no comment, just pure love of the game. Here we go for Morty. Thank you so much. I don't know if you guys saw the goal, but if we get 15 super chats of any amount, I will do a 1-minute plank on stream for you, and whoever is down with the Swole Stream crew can do it with me. But we gotta hit, and it doesn't have to be $5 or up. Any super chats, 15, and we are there. Thank you, and of course that makes you the new sponsor of the stream. Thank you, sir. Let's dive right back in here.
That was literally
the same thing where he's saying a sarcastic retort that, hey, what you're saying is so ridiculous here that, oh, so you're just saying this thing? And it's like, yeah. What? Like, bro. That's what I mean. It said there's so much drama with Ludwig response to the apocalypse, to the adpocalypse, saying it wasn't Hasan's fault, and Ludwig's fans getting mad, saying he's being dishonest. I don't know about any of that. Ayush said Tibetan people are one of the nicest people in the world. They're very non-violent, being Buddhist and all. Nah, they're inferior, says Hasan. China should just wipe them out, says Hasan.
Expansive in its own limited area rather than global imperialism, which is
China's
done with the express effort
land.
with the
Tibet, Taiwan.
Tibet was literally a feudal slave mandate, like
So
autonomous zone.
China did them a favor.
So that's a sarcastic comment. That's meant to be like, hey, what you're saying is so ridiculous. You're almost saying that by basically genociding them, they did them a favor.
Like
So
autonomous zone.
China did them a favor.
That was one. I mean, in America, when I say something like this, people get very upset. You know, we talk about the Dalai Lama saying "suck my tongue" or whatever, but like that's not far from the norm in normal Tibetan existence before the Communist Party came in and
So China unilaterally took over Tibet.
Like these are
their culture. They basically are trying to, homogenize the culture.
In the name of squashing an inferior culture, China killed.
Shout out to Clay Ben Treese Jr. Welcome to the party. So good evening. How are you? I am new to the channel. Your channel was recommended to me. How are you? I am doing quite well. Welcome to the party. Very glad to see you. Who recommended? I would be very interested to know. But yeah, welcome. Usually I am not live today. I usually am live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and usually taking a little bit more of a podcast and breaking that down. But I just saw this last night and I had to share it with you. So welcome. Very glad you are here, Clay. All right, diving back in here. Yeah, and again, I mean, if Hasan was making the point that like, yeah, people are grossed out by the sucking of the tongue thing, but that is kind of their culture, and just saying, yeah, they're kind of inferior to Western culture, and stopped there, then okay, yeah, I could get on, I could get with that. But when you're saying, well, it's okay that China invaded them and killed all of these people because they're weird like that. When you just said, I would never say that a culture is inferior. I would never do that. It kind of undermines your point. Also, the issue of that's the tongue sucking thing. Consanguination in the Muslim world is largely responsible for their problems. They marry first cousins, uncles, nieces. So IQ gets lowered to 70 and imams exploit it. Yeah, let's look at I've heard that word before. I don't remember. Is that just the idea of like, let's look it up. Consanguination. Consanguinity. Jesus. Consanguinity is the characters are having kinship with a relative. Yeah, okay. So not just the tongue thing. It's a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. I wasn't sure which one it is, but yeah. That's a real thing. That's a real thing, and it's a real problem, and it's really happening. So there are many Buddhist saints who burn themselves alive in an act of defiance to raise awareness of the genocide that happened to their people. You can't believe it. What do you mean you can't believe it? You can't believe how bad it was, or you can't believe that people were self-immolating? Clay said Hasan is totally dishonest. His community is one of the worst communities I've ever seen or ever encountered. Well, that's exactly why I wanted to show this, because I thought I knew what what was going on over there. I thought that I understood that, okay, it's leftist garbage, but it's just kind of the same thing we do over here, but with different opinions and really, really bad opinion. But it's so much worse. It's so much worse. Clay says literally melting down in the comments section of Ethan Klein's latest video that he posted. Yep. We are definitely going to check that out. We also got Indyville. Welcome to the party. Good to see ya. Just kidding. That's our boy. Wow. Cenk. Good to see ya. Let's dive back in.
Took over Tibet.
Like these are
their culture. They basically are trying to, homogenize the culture.
In the name of squashing an inferior culture, China killed over 87,000 Tibetans. That's 1.2 million, 1 out of every 6 Tibetans since their occupation. I don't understand how you could
But it's okay because they suck tongues.
be pro-Palestine and then support Russia and China, Israel's neighbors with Gaza. Does that make what they're doing okay? No, of course not. His politics makes no sense. It's constantly contradicting himself. But then you realize that he's America bad all the time. That's it.
Let me explain to you.
Shout out to Schwab. Welcome to the party. You haven't had a chance to say Trump 2024. Hey, hell yeah. Believe it or not, I found out that Trump won from a short that was at the top of my YouTube page of you giving the news. Hey, there we go. I made it to the front page. What is good? Welcome to the party. We also got Icy. Too cool. Welcome. Good to see ya. Oh yeah. I mean, it's China. China's just like, it's China, right? Clay said, did you also know that Hasan is associated with people like Valkyrie and Pokimane, which in my opinion, that doesn't go well with their brand of family image that they want to present to their people. So no, I'm not too deep in like the lore of like the drama and the community and all that stuff. I'm more into, I guess, on the right side, not right meaning as opposed to left, as not opposed to wrong. But the right wing circles, and the YouTube circles, as opposed to left wing and Twitch stuff. But yeah, definitely keep me apprised. Shrub said, still scared that you pulled a prank. Oh, it wasn't until I wasn't 100% until a few hours later. They cheated once. Yep, I definitely wasn't confident until or I wasn't going to post that video until I was confident, because of exactly people like you. I didn't want you to be scared. I want you to be able to trust that when the Indian Jesus tells you something is true, it's true. It's true. All right, guys, let's dive back in here.
Doing okay? No, of course not. His politics makes no sense. It's constantly contradicting himself. But then you realize that he's America bad all the time. That's it.
Let me explain to you.
Yep, it's either America bad all the time, that's it, or I'm right all the time, and that's all that matters.
Two principles that you should keep with you, coming from a person who's Turkish, okay?
I'm Turkish, okay?
Look at a situation in the Middle East. You look at what the local government is and who the Western forces are.
All right, that's a good start. You know, you want to have to get a good understanding of who is actually in this conflict.
Never align with the Western forces. That's a principle that you could take home with you. If you want to actually be moral, or if you want to be smart about the way you analyze.
That, Carl, is being dogmatic. That no matter what the thing is, it's always this. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
If you want to actually be moral, or if you want to be smart about the way you analyze.
If you want to be as smart and good and holy and great and grand and amazing as me, then you have to have my opinions. If you think anything different, then you must be a bad person. Carl said, if you believe no cultures are inferior, never Google the Sambia tribe of Papua New Guinea. Well, given that we're on YouTube, I'm not going to do that. But luckily, I am not one of those people. There are definitely inferior cultures. And I mean, just within America, leftist culture is inferior to right-wing culture. And there's plenty wrong with right-wing culture. Shout out to Arrow. Welcome to the party. Take some Claritin. Take some Benadryl. Help you out. Play City is literally a trust fund nepotism, baby. Yeah, look at the title. Cenk's nephew is garbage. Guamsek said, all the wokies like Hasan, David Pakman, Kyle Kalinske, Destiny, etc. are completely destroyed after Trump won. Notice how not one of them has ever apologized or fessed up to misleading their audience. Oh, honey, sweetie baby. They are never going to do that. The only way to survive in their positions is essentially the Andrew Tate route, where no matter what happens, you double down and make people believe that the world is against you. The world is against me. So you guys, if you guys don't support me, then we're never going to make it because they're against me. No, we're against you because you're a liar and you're wrong. If he started being correct about things, if he started having good opinions, just like Anna Kasparian, I'd be like, hey, cool. When she was really bad on things, I was like, hey, you're really bad on things. And then when she started getting better on things, I was like, hey, she's getting better on things.
Home with you. If you want to actually be moral, or if you want to be smart about the way you analyze other countries, that's one basic principle that you can take home with you. All of a sudden, magically, you are above on your foreign policy analysis. You're going to be better off than 90% of people that look at the situation.
So this is, I mean, let's take this into different ideologies. So if you're America bad, then, just as long as you're America bad, then you're always right. Okay, then we can take it to a religion. As long as you say God did it, then you're always right. Okay, now let's take it in the opposite. As long as you believe in the science, you're always right. That is dogma. There is no one answer to the world. If you think there is, you're dumb and childish. Icy Too Cool said, if I'm not mistaken, Hasan has never made the assertion that Kamala would win. He would often pick apart the Dems campaign. Yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, and I definitely could be, but I'm pretty sure that the criticisms that he had for Kamala were not that she was too woke or that she, wasn't substantive. It was that she wasn't woke enough, that she was too cool with Israel and stuff like that. So I mean, I agree with you, but that's not really a point that I'm making. Maybe other people are saying, well, he was with you. I've never made the claim that Hasan has ever said anything about Kamala. So just putting that out there. Clay said, Hasan, anything that's anti-America, he's cool with it. Seems so. But as a Democrat, I'm ashamed of Hasan and the gaslighting. Yeah, I mean, I was an ever-Trumper in 2015. I'll let you know. I was in 2015. I wasn't really into politics, and Trump came onto the scene. And so those of you who had heard this story a million times, but let's back it up even a little bit more. I was in college, and one night I was in my friend's dorm room, and I was just walking back to we were smoking and doing whatever, and I was walking back to my own dorm room. And there was a bunch of people outside in the courtyard cheering, and I'm like, what's going on? It's the middle of a random Tuesday night, and what's everybody doing? It wasn't until I got into my dorm room, turned on the TV, and realized, we just got our first black president. So that's how little I paid attention to politics. So that's 2008. Fast forward to 2015, and even though I never really paid attention to politics per se, I was always interested in the issues. I had opinions on issues. I just, of course, didn't know that much about them. So when Trump came onto the scene, that's when I was like, okay, I really gotta, I'm getting older. This is really starting to be important. I gotta pay attention. So I'll be a big brain. I'll watch not only MSNBC, but I'll watch CNN and Fox News, so I get all the information. And I thought that was smart. And so, of course, I'm brainwashed by mainstream media, and I think that Donald Trump is the worst thing ever, and I become a Bernie bro. So I'm riding the Bernie train, and I'm all for it. I'm ready. He's doing well in the polls. Awesome. And then we get near the end, and we all saw what the DNC did, and it was Hillary versus Trump. And at that time, I just didn't know any better. The mainstream media, all three channels, remember, Fox was not on board with Trump in the beginning. They were all telling me that if Trump didn't win, then, if Hillary didn't win, then the world would be over. So I felt like I had to vote for Hillary Clinton. So that was my first vote for Hillary Clinton in 2016. And I was so ashamed once I actually learned how much I had been lied to and how many lies I had swallowed whole, that I decided I was never going to vote against someone ever, ever, ever again. Unless you earn my vote actively, then you're not getting it. And so I didn't vote for Trump in 2020. I liked him a lot better than Biden, but I was still like, I think we can do better. And I still didn't understand the gravity of the deep state and the shadow governments and all that stuff. And so it wasn't until this month that I finally cast my vote for Donald J. Trump. So, hey man, don't feel like you got to be stuck in, I'm not telling you got to be full MAGA, but I'm just saying, keep an open mind. And I hear you. There's a lot of other people that feel the same way. Shout out to Aim here. Welcome to the party. Good to see ya. Gonzaga. So they'd rather burn the world than admit they're wrong. I literally saw Destiny call a guy if he was from the country of Arabia. Guy tells him there's no such thing. Then Destiny tries to pull every trick to make it seem like he never said anything wrong. It would be admirable if he wasn't such a rude little prick. Yeah, and again, you guys know me. There's a lot of similarities between the way that Destiny carries himself and the way that I carry myself. I can be a little bit, quick on the trigger and all that kind of stuff. But you call me out and when I'm wrong, and I'm like, oh, that was wrong. Moving on, because I'm not here to win anything. I'm not here to try to tell you I'm better than you and I know more than you. I'm here to watch stuff with you guys and learn stuff from you guys. And so maybe you learn stuff from me and we have these conversations. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. All right. I see Giggling Spot in the chat here, but let's dive back in. Said, even Trump used to identify as a Democrat. Yeah. The whole world done shifted, didn't it? Welcome to the party. All right. Let's dive back in here.
See, now I'm with you. All of a sudden, magically, you are above on your foreign policy analysis. You're going to be better off than 90% of people that look at the situation.
That's not one of...
Yeah, I mean, the universities are garbage, but I would not give up my college experience for anything. That being said, I heard that kids don't even party like that anymore. I heard kids don't even party like that. So, I don't really know. Am said, yeah, we're racist, says Am, but overwhelmingly voted for Obama the first time and still voted for him a second time. So racist. Clay said, I voted for Kamala Harris, no shame in it, but I'm not going to fall into the gaslighting of Hasan and voting against my own interests because she wasn't radical enough. Yeah, and that's what Icy was saying, that he wasn't for her or making the assertion that she would win, but not for the same reasons that we were saying she wasn't going to win. And yeah, I respect that way more than somebody who is, pushing that, they're on the left or to any extent, whether you're just, more of a default liberal, all the way to, the socialist, this, that, whatever. But yeah, as you're saying, this is what I did. This is what I believe in. I have no shame in it. Even if it was, I'm not saying you're saying, but even if it was a mistake, yes, I made this mistake and then I learned from it. That's like with JD Vance saying that he used to think that Trump was Hitler. He made a mistake, and now he learned. Not that complicated. And so the old Republicans are trying like hell not to let MAGA be the new Republican Party. They'll lose, though. They already did. Shout out to Behave. Welcome to the party. So Hasan has psychopathic tendencies. I wouldn't be surprised if he had CP, snuff films, and communist propaganda on his phone. This guy seeds everything good. Against everything good. He's an extremist for sure. Indeed. Well said. Welcome.
You're going to be better off than 90% of people that look at the situation.
That's not what an analysis is. That's doing the same thing Sneeko does. It's Hasan's always...
Sneeko.
Been this way. He doesn't care about principles or being morally consistent.
Do I think that this could be a dangerous precedent? Absolutely. But the right has been doing this for a very long time.
Yeah, but they've been able to. That's the point. The point is they're wrong, and I hate them, and I hate their tactics.
And again, you can think whatever you want. No, I love the Antifa comic book. You can think whatever you want about Kyle Kulinski. We all have our opinions here, but the fact is, he's making a point here. Like, I don't like what the right does, and so we shouldn't do it. That's a principled stance. And Hasan's just like, nah, let's just do all the things that we hate.
Yeah,
been this way. He doesn't care about principles or being morally consistent.
Do I think that this could be a dangerous precedent? Absolutely. But the right has been doing this for a very long time.
Yeah, but they've been able to. That's the point. The point is they're wrong, and I hate them, and I hate their tactics.
But no one cares about being morally consistent, or no one cares about.
I do. I care about that.
I know.
I do. Saying the quiet part out loud. Yep, that's Frosted Tips guy. Not Carl's Frosted Tips. Close enough. But shout out to our boy again, Funk Master General. No question, no comment, just pure love of the game. Thank you so very much. That's 1/5 of the way, guys. 1/5 of the way. If you want to see me getting swole on the ground right over there, this is what we gotta do. There we go. There is no number qualification. Any super chat will count. That is number 4. Thank you. And each one comes with a treat for Morty. Thank you so very, very much. Put a grill on.
No one cares about being morally consistent, or no one cares about.
I do. I care about that.
I know
very
you
much.
do, but in the end of the day,
he just wants his side to win at all costs. It's turned him into running straight up terrorist propaganda for the past 10 months.
Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia.
I hate that I know that that's Luffy. I know that that's Luffy because this is what Hasan thought was important to talk about with a Houthi terrorist.
I'll be making fucking dough in the pizzeria.
Hasan has been rewriting history when it comes to the Houthi terrorist he did propaganda for. Now he's just some random teenager.
Random fucking Yemeni teenager. The Yemeni kid not connected to the Houthis, and doesn't even matter if he was. Not only does it not matter to me if he was or not, it would obviously change the dynamic of the interview if he was. Most people don't know that he isn't a Houthi or have seen his post about respecting Jews. I don't really care. They will just say...
You should care, though. That's the point. That's the point. If you don't care, then why are you here talking to people?
Hey, oh, he's doing PR.
These are all provable lies. When Hasan initially interviewed the Houthi, it was framed as him being a terrorist.
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream?
Direct question, direct answer.
Initially interviewed the Houthi, it was framed as him being a terrorist.
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Excuse me. Of course I'm about to have a... I'm a journalist, okay? This is journalism.
When Hasan asked if he was Houthi, the guy did not answer, instead referring to the Houthis' justification for pirating commercial ships.
I don't know if he is allowed to speak on this. I don't know if he's like actually a part of the groups at all, or just like simply a TikToker. You know what I mean? I don't know how to ask that in the best way possible, though.
Yeah, I feel like we can ask it pretty directly. His answer is he's a Yemeni who stands with Palestine.
And again, the top said he does not deny being a Houthi.
Some will go on to greenlight the Houthis' mission of attacking civilian commercial ships on behalf of him and his entire chat.
We think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell him that.
The whole point of this interview was to make this Houthi soldier seem relatable. He's just like me and you. One of his viewers would point this out, and Hasan would tell him to shut up.
Maybe explain why you're trying to get this type of humanizing information from. Okay, shut up.
Yeah, that would be a great question. Why are you trying to humanize this fucking terrorist? Again, from your perspective, he is a rebel fighting against an oppressive regime. So that would be a good thing to demonstrate. But you can't because you're stupid.
Shut up, chatter. Come on. It's not like...
Come on, chatter.
That's crazy. What does he have to say to dumbasses that consider him to be a terrorist? What does he think about that? That's a question.
Behave.
Ban one of those stupid fuckers in the chat just now.
He says, who are they?
Just fucking dumbasses.
Wow, what an insightful interview. When a viewer offered a real question.
Brilliant. Yeah. Shout out to Patrick saying, he's a journalist like I'm an astronaut. Out to lunch. Out to space. Welcome. Clay said, if he does not care about the USA, why is Hasan even here? If he does not like Western culture and Western society, why is he here? So, why is he here? He is so profoundly idiotic. You're on fire tonight, brother. You're on fire tonight. But yeah, I mean, Clay, this is a big part of personally what was red pilling in getting me full over into the MAGA camp. That it's not Hasan. It's not just Hasan. This is a standard on the left that I see. And there's, of course, good people, but especially the people higher up on alternative media, mainstream media, and the politicians. They don't care They're just good at pretending that they care. That's it. They're just good at pretending they care. And so when the Republicans are not pretending that they care about something that none of them care about, then Democrats can be like, oh my God, they're so terrible. But it's like, you don't care either. You're just grandstanding and virtue signaling. Who the fuck does Hasan Piker think he is? That is brilliant. That is brilliant. Shout out to Icy. Too cool. Just join the Discord server. Make sure you give a quick check out to the server guidelines. Make sure you don't get in trouble. There's not too many rules, so I ask that you don't break them. But welcome. It is, of course, a free speech platform. Clay said, and that's why it's called propaganda. Bingo. Yep. Hey, unwanted vote with another $2. Come on, guys. It can't just be the two of them. It can't just be the two of them. If we want to get our goal, if we want to get swole, we gotta feed Morty. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Hasan sucks. Hasan sucks. I'm down with that message. I am down with that message. And so is the Overlord. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very, very much. Oh, and he comes in again. Oh, and he's coming in hot. Hasan sucks tongue. Hasan, let me see that tongue. Hasan sucks tongue. Oh, hey. There we go. There we go. We are on our way, Buckmaster General, with the chop. Chop it, chop. Thank you, thank you, thank you, sir. And even Clay is getting in on the action. No question, no comment. Just pure love of the game. You guys ran me dry already. We gotta get some more. We gotta get some more. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very, very much. I got it. Don't worry. Thank you, thank you. Hey, and Patrick C's getting in on it, guys. That's 10. That's 10. We are 5 away. Oh, the blessings, they just don't stop. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very, very much. I really don't want to exercise. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't very, very, very grateful. You guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Morty sucking that shit down like a Hoover. Love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and we got another one. We got another one. Plank for America. America. Plank, yeah. I was close. I could have gotten another line there, but I don't know. But we plank for America, guys. 4 more super chats, and we are there. 4 more, and we are there, guys. Thank you so much. Don't you want to see me get swole? Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. And unwanted foe. That was some. Actually, we got it. We got to give it dilly. That. Dilly, sir. Dilly. What is Ann saying? We have so many people here that hate America. We are not the moral authority. We're just the most envied. People don't consider whether their wants are in line with the greater good of it all. Yep. It's just about, I want this, therefore we should get it. I should have it. That's it. Just like our boy Bullets for Teeth and Iridium Kush. I want your stream, so I should get it. Because I've been through hard things, and I have a Rolex. Okay, dude. Do we get that one? Dylan said the Three Stooges, but it's Hasan, Vaush, and Destiny. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's dive back in. I don't know. That thing looked pretty sexy to me. I was super jealous, and I cried all night because I could have had that Rolex in my community. I could have had it in my community. And you know how valuable it is for somebody else to have a Rolex in your community.
Question for Hasan to ask. Hasan ignores it, instead asking about food.
Okay, what else do I want to ask? So, like,
questions you should have asked yourself before the interview started.
I mean, he's Ask him if he would stop going on boats if Israel stops the genocide. I mean,
so there you go. Another good question. Ask him if he would stop going on boats if Israel going on boats and pirating them, literally taking them over. Ask him if he would stop going on boats if Israel stops the genocide. That is a fantastic question. This debate, I don't know exactly. I want to say about 6-ish months ago. It was in the last year or so. But relatively recently. And guys, again, this is absolutely a free show, despite what other content creators will tell you. This is a free show. So if you cannot afford anything, that is totally fine. This is a free show. Yes, if you want to see me get swole or die trying, then that is a way to do it. If you would like to feed Morty, that is a way to do it. Ham said, I bought a Rolex once from Mexico for $20. But no, you don't understand. They stack paper, okay? They stack paper. If you have a club, you don't make the man wearing a Rolex wait in line, okay? Business advice 101, all right? Jeez.
Ask him if he would stop going on boats if Israel stops the genocide. I mean, yeah, he's going to say yes, chat. What are you talking about? Those are like dumbass questions.
But the point is, you want him to say that. You want him to say that. You assume he's going to say that. But if you're just going to assume his answers, why is he even there? Ask him the questions. Give him the opportunity to give you the answer that you want to hear. Then you can be like, I got one of the rebels, and he specifically said out of his mouth that if Israel would stop, then we would stop. And then you just didn't.
If Israel stops the genocide, I mean, yeah, he's going to say yes, chat. What are you talking about? Those are like dumbass questions. Has he ever had like Western food?
Great question. His son is woven.
Have you ever had
an imaginary personality for this guy where he's not a Houthi, he's not anti-Semitic, he's basically just Anne Frank.
First of all, he wasn't Houthi.
Hey, let's be respectful, okay? It was like 600 something. Let's be fair. And again, I was not the one who brought up sub count.
Asked him. He was like, I'm not.
This never happened in his interview. He's just lying. When the pirate was asked if he was a soldier on Instagram, he replied yes. Now his Instagram was banned.
Beat you
this
to
was
it.
still
Beat you
documented
to
in
it.
news articles at the time. And who is the current governing body in Yemen? It's the Houthi. Stop believing in this lie from Hasan.
Many people said, oh, he's
Okay, so I better take advice from them. But again, like I said, I don't think that YouTube is the way that they make money. So I don't know why they would try to flex on whatever. Moving on.
In Yemen, it's the Houthi. Stop believing in this lie from Hasan.
Hey, shout out to Clay for joining the Discord. Awesome. Again, guys, it is absolutely free to join that Discord. And if you are a member, you'll just let me know. You'll get permissions for the whole thing. We do get gifted membership sometimes, so maybe you'll get lucky. But either way, we are in there 24/7 hanging out. And even if you are a free member, just by communicate, just by hanging out and doing stuff in the server, you get what they call XP, and you level up and stuff. If you hit level 15, let me know, and you'll get the permissions for free, just for hanging out and being part of the community. That is what it's all about. Clay, our new member, said, I feel like with Hasan and his community that you just want to tell them to just sit down, shut up, because there's adults in the room who are talking and conducting serious business.
Bingo.
Yup.
The time. And who is the current governing body in Yemen? It's the Houthi. Stop believing in this lie from Hasan.
Many people said, oh, he's hiding it. He's PR trained, which is really funny to say about like some random fucking dude who can't even speak English.
You said that. It was because he wouldn't answer the only 2 serious questions you asked.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I mean, I don't know. I feel like he's very media trained, surprisingly, but okay.
Now was that an attempt to be like, I feel like he's media trained, as if the other guy wasn't listening to him?
I mean,
it was because he wouldn't answer the only 2 serious questions you asked.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I mean, I don't know. I feel like he's very media.
It covers his mouth like, oh, I'm being sus. Like, this dude can hear you, and he's with him. This dude can hear you, and he's with him.
Trained, surprisingly, but okay.
And again, why is that surprising? The only person from a literal terrorist group is willing to come on your stream and talk, and you wouldn't think that person would have media training. Crazy thought. These people, like, I don't understand how you make it this far in life and just not be able to think beyond one step in front of you. I don't get it. I wish I was in Tijuana eating barbecued iguana.
What?
Is that good? Be on Mexican radio. You guys are having fun. I wanted Bo. So you're expecting Hasan to just not fly by the seat of his pants and actually plan ahead? Good point. Good point. Good point.
Okay.
Now, I used to think Hasan just had zero critical thinking skills, but the truth is he's doing propaganda.
And I asked him, like, what do you think about Jewish people? What if I were to tell you that, like, Jewish people are leading the anti-Zionist movement in America? And he was like, that's great. I love them. That's awesome. Anyone who's against Israel is my friend.
Even here.
Okay. All right. No. Let's just. Willy Mac is
That's
doing
awesome. Anyone who's against Israel is my friend.
Even here.
And that's what I was saying before, right? Clay is exactly plugging it in, saying Hasan's community is literally filled with 12 and 13-year-olds who barely have a good understanding of the world, who act like perpetual children, who melt down over everything. Yeah, that's why I would be amazed if you could find someone over the age of 18, and if they are, they're probably under 21. Matthew, so they're not going to allow Gomer Pyle on a podcast. Of course, homie is trained on what to say. Yeah, exactly. What song are we talking about? No, I don't know what we're talking about. Patsy said, "My dad gave me money. I can say what I want." Yeah, right. I love when the chat turns on him. That's what I don't understand. Is like when they turn on him. But they're still like, it's not like they're hate watching. They're fans who disagree. And then he just like yells at them. And then they're still there. Like, I can say one wrong thing with the wrong tone. And somebody be like, I'm never coming back. And you're a horrible person. You should die. And then they're just like continue chatting.
What?
Like, I guess so. All whacked up at Scooby Snacks. I said, what do you expect from this community? You have to put everything in video game terms. Yep. Indeed.
Them. That's awesome. Anyone who's against Israel is my friend.
Even here, Hasan is completely over embellishing what was said.
Ask him what he thinks about the fact that in America, some of the like leading groups that are pro-Palestine are led by Jewish people who are anti-Israel. How does he feel about that?
Remember, he's like, anybody who's against Israel is automatically on my team. Before we finish that answer, guys, if you do me a huge favor and share this video, take the URL, hit the share button. It does not matter where you put it. YouTube, X, Instagram, put it everywhere you can. It does not matter. If you think anybody's going to click on the link, guys, it doesn't matter if you think anybody's going to click on the link. Just by you telling YouTube, I would like to share this video, it helps out so much and pushes it out to the algorithm. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's free. It's easy. Help a brother out.
Saying anyone that supports Palestine, we're with.
Hell yeah.
Shit. That's it. That's all he said. The same media
good shit, bro.
Train answer he's been giving Hasan all night. Hasan goes on and compares him to Anne Frank.
He is a person whose only experience is like, it's literally like talking to fucking Anne Frank.
Haram.
Is he a character? Like, I feel like you have to be really intelligent to be this character. And I don't really believe that somebody could be this dumb and this successful. I know that success and intelligence are not correlated, especially when you're Cenk's nephew. I get that. But I just want the faith, the little faith I have left in humanity. Like all the people in the chat, they're the dumb ones, right? It's not Hasan. Hasan's the evil genius. Please. That's where are they going to go? He's the farthest left big streamer. That is a sadly good point. That is a sadly good point. Am said being anti-Israel doesn't even automatically mean they're pro-terrorist. He's an idiot. Yup. Hey, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Like I said, extremism is literally poggers for his community. Oof. Oof. Funkmaster General said, I don't have any followers. Nobody likes me. Well, I'm not surprised.
Loser.
Just kidding.
Basically,
Love
okay, being able to talk to Anne
you.
Frank in real time.
Now, I don't remember Anne Frank being part of a militia group that boarded commercial vessels and
Yeah, so this is what they were talking about before when the person was like asking him if he would stop going on boats if Israel would stop the genocide, which again is a great question. This is what that kid does.
In real
And
time.
it may or may not be that that exact kid.
Now, I don't remember Anne Frank being part of a militia group that boarded commercial vessels and took captives, shooting missiles at commercial ships that have nothing to do with their stated mission against Israel. But you know, Anne Frank had a diary. This guy had Twitter, so let's read it. Here's him saying you shouldn't be afraid of the Houthi unless you're a Jew. They are very afraid of this title. Here's him insulting his enemies by calling them son of a Jew. He would post pictures on the pirated ship saying ready for sacrifice, longing for martyrdom. Just like Anne Frank, he actually invited Hasan to join the Houthi in operations of Israeli ships. This guy posted an illustration of what he described to be a Zionist impaled on a stake, saying the executions we will carry out on all.
The execution that we will carry out on all Zionists, says the guy that's like, oh, that's so dope, dude. With a man impaled from his asshole to his face. Now, if we were talking about like child arpists or something, based maybe. This ain't it. This ain't it. Unfortunately, Carl, you are objectively wrong about this. He's irrelevant to you, but he's not irrelevant to the political landscape. Unfortunately, unfortunately, this guy is very relevant to a lot of people. And Anne said he's trying to make a profound correlation, even though there isn't one. He's a retard. He's an L7 weenie. Yep. They do like that butt stuff. Monkmaster said, damn, dude. Now I'm going to kick myself in the nuts because you called me a loser.
Loser.
Yikes. That's weird. That's weird. No, I don't know where to go with this. I don't like this joke anymore. Can we be done? I love you. Mortydom. That's what. Okay, what's the definition of mortydom? Funniest answer wins. Good point, but they will soon. The same reckoning that we saw with first-time voters going for Trump. When these, I mean, by if not 28, by 32, we are in trouble.
Hasan to join the Houthi in operations of Israeli ships. This guy posted an illustration of what he described to be a Zionist impaled on a stake, saying the executions we will carry out on all Zionists. This guy is anti-Semitic. The Houthi flag states death to America, death to Israel, a curse upon the Jews. And Hasan defense flag states death to.
This is their flag, and it goes in order. God is the greatest. Death to America. Death to Israel. A curse upon the Jews. Victory to Islam. Christians, these people are not your friend any more than they're the atheist friends or the gays friends or the Jews friends. Why is my camera on? There we go. Yeah, these are bad people, okay? Clay said Hasan literally hangs out with people like Valkyrie, who is literally a video game streamer and a React streamer. She deserves to be called out for associating with Hasan and not Brent. Yeah, I don't care about that kind of stuff. I mean, people do whatever they want. Funkmaster said to you, person reading this, Morty rules your face. True. Mordito as opposed to Distrudo. I don't. You lost me. You had me where we could have had a good one here. I don't know what that is, but that could have been good. Does sound peaceful, right? Unwanted Vote said, "Oh, they hate America more than Israel and Jews." Wow. Well, depends on who you ask, but kinda, yeah. Unwanted Vote said, "A person's been arming them for years. Why hate us? Because we are not Muslim. That's it. We don't think that they are right, so we deserve to die. That is what they think.
America, death to Israel, a curse upon the Jews. And Hasan defends him, saying he's not anti-Semitic, he's just anti-Zionist.
He made a post saying he wants to kill all Zionists and posted a picture of a Jewish person being spiked to death. I don't.
As we just saw. Is he going to say, I don't care?
I think that's what he. What? Yeah, I don't know. Also, I don't even give a shit. This is.
Then again, I ask you, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? If you don't care, then what are you doing here? Just stealing money from children by lying to them.
What? Yeah, I don't know. Also, I don't even give a shit. This is why this entire conversation is fucking idiotic. It's not a Jewish person. He said, this is, I think if we're, why am I held accountable for some random fucking 19-year-old in Yemen's tweet?
Because you brought him on your stream and made him seem like a good guy, even though he's not a good guy. That's why. You moron.
Pete, what is happening? How many steps removed are we from this situation?
One. He was on your show. That's one. And I mean, technically, that's, I mean, just by virtue of, if you want to count him as a different person, then that's one. But if we're just saying that you know, talk to him, then zero.
How? How is this the conversation that you want to have right now? I fucking despise all of you, dude.
And there it is. There it is. I don't get, like, what would you, if I was to seriously say that to you, and I get that he's got thousands and thousands and thousands of people watching, so they're all thinking, oh yeah, he's talking to the dumb ones, he's not talking to me. I despise all of you. You guys are all fucking idiots. I hate doing this, and if I had to come, like, would you go back? Why would you come back? Clay said he was on his stream. He's wanting to be buddy with someone who literally wants America to perish. But how am I responsible for this, bro? Why is it my fault, bro? Like, bro, bro, like, dude, like, bro. It's like, dude, like, not even, like, bro, like, dude.
How is this the
Oh yeah, just a heads up. If you guys delete stuff on YouTube, it still shows up in StreamYard, and I can't necessarily tell. So make sure you double check. Guamtech, so they come back for the abuse, for the irony. I don't think it's for the irony. I think that if they believe that the that they are being targeted when he says that kind of stuff, that he's like, oh, Daddy Hasan is putting me at my place, and I need to be better next time, or some shit like that. Once above says, seems like Hasan is incapable of viewing things from other people's points of view. Bingo. No shit. No shit. Matthew said he just wants to ask him about anime, humanize the terrorists, and make more believers. Bingo. Yep. You got it. You got it. More believers is more donation.
How many steps removed are we from this situation? How? How is this the conversation that you want to have right now? I fucking despise all of you, dude. I do. I really do. I hate all of you.
You aren't responsible for his tweets, but you're constantly playing defense for this guy's anti-Semitism. I want to take a moment and talk about the word Zionist. All it means is someone who thinks Israel has the right to exist, which is 90% of Jewish people.
Ooh, there's a poll. There's a poll. Do you consider yourself a Zionist? Let's see where that goes.
Hasan rarely gives the definition of Zionist. He uses it like a slur, the equivalent to Nazi.
Fascism is the underpinning ideological movement that the Zionist ideology represents. Same as the Nazis.
The chatters like,
I'm just going to put this out there. Maybe I'm wrong, but I have a feeling that if you use the word fascist, what was the other what was the other one he just used?
Fascism is the underpinning ideological,
like a slur, the equivalent to Nazi.
Fascism is the underpinning ideological movement that the Zionist ideology represents.
Zionism,
same as the Nazis.
Oh yeah. So if you're using all three of those in the same sentence, then you probably have not talked to a person in real life in at least 5 years, unless there's somebody who is in your echo chamber. Nobody talks like that. Who are you? Who are you? You're not a human. You're as reptilian as the fucking Pelosi's of the world.
The Zionist ideology represents. Same as the Nazis.
The chatter is like, come to Israel and you can get a fuller perspective. And Hasan dogs him.
Yeah, where is that chatter? He was like, come to Israel. It's so beautiful here. You will.
Pretty sure that is a little bit racist. Hey, shout out to Garrett Grant. Welcome to the party. There's those gifted memberships we were talking about. Shout out to anybody who was gifted a membership. If you were, again, guys, make sure you join that Discord to get all the goodies. And here we go with that treat for Morty. Thank you so very, very much, sir. Very, very, very much appreciated. Carl asks if I can define Zionist for the poll. No, because it is what you consider. Do you consider yourself a Zionist? Do you consider yourself what I consider a Zionist? Do you consider yourself a Zionist? Whatever you think that means, do you consider yourself a Zionist? Where did we? Yeah, we got that. Clay said, humanizing bad people. What a disgusting piece of crap he is. I feel like every time I listen to him talk, I literally lose brain cells. That might be a hazard. I'm not going to lie to you. That might be a hazard. So that's why I would suggest that you don't, I suggest that you don't do that on your own and, with proper supervision. So was that counted? So no, these are for super chats. We'll, okay, here's what we'll do. If we only get to 14, I will count it. If we only get to 14, I'll count it. But technically, the goal is super chats, and I didn't even put the $2 limit on it. So let's see. You want to bulk up or not?
Yeah, where is that chatter? He was like, come to Israel. It's so beautiful here. You will see the conflict from my eyes.
Okay, well, would you consider yourself a thing that you don't know what it is? Would you consider yourself a Slumamorgla? Would you consider yourself a Mabugli? Would you consider yourself a Znamni? Would you consider yourself a Nuna? No, because you don't know what those words mean. I think you've answered your question.
Yeah. I should go to the old city so I can get my fucking shit pushed in by some of the most inbred fundamentalist hicks. You can enter Israel. What's more to say? Brother, I am not going to Nazi Germany, okay? I hope you understand this. And I mean this with all sincerity and with all disrespect.
And then you got Ethan, who's been very
Hey, we got another one from our boy Guam Tech. There we go. Thank you. And of course, a treat for Morty. Hey, and Garrett with the $5. Oh my goodness, Morty is eating right, eating good, eating nice. Set for the plank fun. Let's get swole, baby. Let's get swole. 2 more and we're there. Let's do it.
And I mean this with all sincerity and with all disrespect.
And then you got Ethan, who's been very critical of Israel, but is constantly being called a Zionist by Hasan's chat. For what other reason than him being Jewish?
Who brought this up before? Yeah, this is some of the stuff that I saw, and I was just like, God damn, that is when they had their last thing that they got into that huge battle, and the Hasan was, or excuse me, the Discord was just going crazy. And this is the kind of stuff where it's like, I didn't realize that it was that deep. I didn't realize that it would, like, they were just that openly like, oh, the Jews. Like, I knew there's always people like that, but I didn't realize that was like pretty mainstream, leftist politics. Oh my goodness. Out sponsoring himself. No question, no comment, just pure love of the skinny man getting a little less skinny. One more, guys. One more, and we've reached the goal. Thank you so very much to the Funk Master General, out sponsoring himself once again. Brother. I really do appreciate that. Let's update the banner right now before I forget, because I do that too often, and it is not cool. And I love you guys too much. I love you guys too much. Thank you, sir. You are amazing. Boomaclot. I'm Wonderful said you can still be a thing even if you don't know there's a word that encompasses the concept as a whole. For example, you could have traditional feminist beliefs before you learn the word feminist, right? But if you, even if you technically were a feminist and you didn't know what feminist was, you would not consider yourself a feminist because you didn't know what it was. It's almost like I think about these words before I type them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, of course, we get a treat for Morty. We get a pig. Shout out to Unwanted Foe. Thank you. And he said, get on the floor. All right. It's time for the swole music. Plank for freedom. All right. Who's going to do it with me? 60 seconds. We can do 60 seconds. I'm gonna try to count out loud. I don't know how well you're gonna hear me. I'm not gonna be able to scream while I am Mike, over there. You can do it, guys. You can do it. Let's do it. All right. This way. How about that? Boom. All right. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. No problem. Perfect. All right, ready? 3, 2. Whoa. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. 9, 10, 11. 20. 30. 8, 9, 40. Did you move the chair back more? Oh, god damn you. Lost count. All right, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, and just another 5 more to say fuck you. Hooah! Yeah! Swole stream! There we go. Thank you. We made it. We hit the goal. And you guys worked as a team to get it. Thank you. So, very much. Cenk said, make sure you pay yourself, people. Plank, squats, push-ups. Get on this shit. We're doing it together. Actually, like, nah, this one's all you. Heavy metal. Yeah, that's just the default, whatever they got. Oh, I'll make it too much money. Sorry. We are trying to get in shape. Maha, right? Make America healthy again. Absolute perfection. Thank you. No, we reached the goal. I did the plank. You gotta make sure you hit the super chat goal. Goal achieved. 1 minute plank. Done. Hell yeah. There we go. Thank you, guys. All right. Let's dive back in here. Clay says, even Destiny has talked about how bad Hasan is when it comes to debating people. It's almost like he totally gave up on debating people because it's not in his community or his chat that he can control. Yep. And I mean, to be fair, when you get to that level, it's like, why would you rock the boat? Why would you rock the boat? You can just bullshit and make all this money from kids with their their parents' credit card. Why not? Hate the player, not the game. Right? Right. Back into the Jews.
Constantly being called a Zionist by Hasan's chat. For what other reason than him being Jewish?
Hasan's Discord, and by the way, to the people who are in that Discord, I saw everything you guys said. It was recorded, sent to me. What I saw in that Discord was near universal praise for Hamas, near universal saying people deserved it, near universal people saying dudes who was like the hang gliders came in and showed him what's up, people saying he's spitting facts, near universal. People near universally calling me a Zionist pig and mass murdering genocidal freak.
Hasan indirectly supports this stuff because they're repeating it from him.
You fucking baying pig. You fucking bloodthirsty, violent pig dog. Suck my dick.
That's somebody who is taking time out of their day to watch your stream. So let's go back to the poll. Clean 2575. That 75% of you said, no, I don't consider myself a Zionist. Okay, let's do a different question here. Would Hasan consider you a Zionist? Let's see if that's any different. And if you guys are paying attention. Clay said, I've seen Destiny do more debates and appear on more TV shows and podcasts than I've seen Hasan on. Oh, yeah. He just sits there and does this. At least Destiny will put himself out there. And that's why for the longest time, I was a fan of Destiny, a legitimate fan. I didn't agree with a lot of his politics. But the fact is that I appreciated his willingness to go in and have these conversations and navigate them usually pretty well. Even if I didn't agree with the substance, the way that he carried himself, I appreciated that. Once he was making fun of Corey Comparte and getting killed from in Butler, PA on July 13th, I was done with him. And I mean, we'll cover if it's big stuff, but we don't talk about him anymore. But if you look back at my catalog, I probably have covered Destiny more than any one other person. Probably. Don't quote me on that, but I think so.
You fucking bloodthirsty, violent pig dog. Suck my dick. You bad faith, apartheid defending, bloodthirsty.
If I did that, then you would all pick that. What would be the point of asking the question? Again, guys. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Genocidal freak.
It doesn't seem like a coincidence that his mod is wishing PTSD on soldiers in subgoing 9/11 reenactments.
I will never have any pity for any soldiers. The U.S. military? Who fucking who? I hope you get PTSD.
That's Frogan. And that is, I think it was Matthew. So where's Hasan's fans going to go? Certainly not to this. I mean, same shit, but not really.
And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America.
She lives in Michigan, by the way.
And they posted it in my head. I'm like, base? Base? 6?
Is it though? Is it based to wish PTSD upon soldiers? I don't think so. Not typically how people use that.
C250, 9/11 baking stream with Raf and Capri. If we get to this goal by 9/11, Capri, Raf, and I will make the Twin Towers out of a stacked cake, and we'll make an airplane, and we'll recreate 9/11.
I support it if it's all jokes, but it's coming from their very real political opinions.
Facts. Carl said they will grow up and realize this is all BS. Probably. We all went through stupid phases. Yes, we all did. We all did here. But there's a lot of people who are, it's not a phase. It's not a phase, Mom. It's not a phase. I'm a real leftist. I really believe this stuff. I really want socialism. So, yes. And again, this goes back to, how I've been talking about I do think that Gen Alpha is going to be the strongest generation of Gen X to Gen Alpha. I think when the Gen Xers are the old people and Gen Alpha starts to have kids, I think that's probably going to be the best time in America since the 60s. Don't quote me on that because a lot can happen between now and then, but that is a very clear possibility as long as we continue moving in the right direction. Mother My Media said, I think Peter has Destiny beat in video. Peter? I don't even know who you're talking about. Peter? Who the fuck is Peter? Right over my head. I don't know what you're talking about. Everyone below age 35 is basically an idiot. Oh, well, I only got like 9 days of being an idiot. And then I'll grow up. Patrick said, I love people that talk shit about the country that gives them the freedom to talk shit. It's awesome and disgusting all at once. That's a good, I like how you put that. It is awesome that it's allowed. But it is also disgusting. But it's awesome that it's allowed. I like that. Well said, sir.
And we'll recreate 9/11.
I support it if it's all jokes, but it's coming from their very real political opinions. It's not surprising that it's Hasan's friend group that goes on stage and does an Arab tier list.
No, I think I've covered him like 2 or 3 times, and then he, of course, he himself was on the channel. If you have not seen that, definitely go check that out. But yeah, I think maybe 2 or 3 times. But I mean, we've covered Destiny like probably 10 to 20 times. It's a lot.
Opinions. It's not surprising that it's Hasan's friend group that goes on stage and does an Arab tier list where Hasan's at the top and Ethan's at the bottom. I'll let Ethan explain.
It's a panel hosted by Frogan and 4 of her friends, in which they have a tier list where they rate people where good is Arab and bottom is loves Sabra. Sabra is a very popular hummus brand. I know in Israel, it's pretty much in everybody's refrigerator.
This is so weird. Like, that's why I didn't know how deep this was and how much they cared about this stuff. It's so weird.
In the subject of the pro-Palestine boycott, I mean, it's kind of just Arab good, Jew bad.
Hasan.
Yeah. Gee, I wonder where they're going to put Hasan.
We love Hasan. He's one of us.
I'm going to guess they're going to put him in Arab.
Hasan is Turkish, but he's a brother.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think he'd be on Arab coded.
I mean, I would put him in Arab.
Arab coded. Ugh, I hate Gen Z.
I would put him also in Arab.
Which is great. That's the good one. That's the one you want.
Based.
Based? Based?
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one. Yes.
Like, could you ever imagine people like I'm trying to think of the analogy on the right of us just openly being like racist or using identity politics against somebody and being open about it. I don't can you think of an example that parallels what we just saw, where we're using people's race or immutable characteristics and saying they're good or bad based on those? You can't, because if anybody were to do anything like that, it would be all over the news as the worst thing to ever happen. Oh yeah. I don't think I think only people in Hasan's chat, and even then, not all of them like Hasan. That's about it. And Frogan. And the people, yeah. It's the people in the chat and the people who end up getting chatters because they talk like Hasan. Everybody else hates Hasan. Context, I see the right doing this most to least Christian. What do you can you rephrase that? With most to least Christian? I kind of think I know what you're talking about, but yeah, rephrase that for me. Shout out to Robert Willing. Welcome to the party. The irony is that they're both Zionists. Yeah, I mean, if you're not a Palestinian, I mean, most people are. Melton My Media said this is like when the Nazis put people in groups from how good and bad they are. Bingo. Yeah. Purity test indeed. Matthew King said you can pull it against whites, Jews, and Christians. I think it sounds like you're saying what Guamtek is saying, but I'm not understanding both of you. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying I don't get it. So Guamtek is saying, who is most and least Christian, who's heavenly, and who's a heathen, and in between. Okay. Okay, that would be fair. But then, so let's say, at the top is Christian, and then there's Christian coded, and then what was their other? So they have Arab coded, asks perms. I don't know what that means. But okay, so we can, but I mean, you can see the categories here. So if we were saying Christian all the way down to atheist, then even if we were to do that, what do you think the left would think of that panel? And that's not an immutable characteristic. It just doesn't exist. And this goes back to the same thing that I talk about when we see that the left champions the extremists on their side. Not everybody, of course, but Hasan is championed way more than somebody like a Nick Fuentes or a Milo Yiannopoulos on the right. Nobody fucking likes those people. We are not the same. Yeah, exactly. He's German coded. Robert says Jews are the most protected group in the world when it comes to being shielded from criticism. I would say that transes are, but don't forget culturally Christian. Oh yeah. Shout out to Tubesy says saying that tier list was anti-Semitic is crazy. Call me crazy. I'm a crazy. Whoa. But as a Democrat, I totally disown Hasan and his community, nor do I condone what he says or does. Smart man. Something said the left would just hate it just for the sake of hating it. Bingo. Yup.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one.
And again, that too. Like, let's say there was not Tim. Let's say, because Tim is pretty open about the fact that he's not a Christian. Okay, so fine. Let's say Tim. So let's say there's a bunch of right-wing streamers up on a panel, and they're talking about who's the good ones and Christian, and who is not. But then they put Tim Pool and like, well, he says he believes in God, but he's down near the atheist. He's like agnostic. Number one, you see how ridiculous it is. We just wouldn't do that. But if we did, you see how easily it would be like, oh, these people are fucking insane. Because I'm sorry to say this, but the left are racist and love segregation. Yep, exactly. They'd be getting roasted online. Yet here, this is being, and again, it's not just that this was a stream. This is a panel at TwitchCon where there's an audience and they're all cheering for this. Simple is agnostic coded. Robert said, ironically, enough people like Hasan drive normal people away from supporting Palestine. Do you think this is by chance? I don't know, man. This is what I was saying before. I'm like, either Hasan is just a retard, or he's fucking brilliant. He is a right-wing guy that is just fucking brilliant. But I don't think so. Could be. Believe nothing except that anything is possible.
That's Jewish.
Dude, where's the you guys are missing a category for Zionist. That was a joke. That was just a joke.
Oh my god, like, get it? Because we don't like the Jews. So it's a joke because I said you're missing on the bottom and the Jews. Yeah, but this is totally not anti-Semitic. Okay, dude. Let me get that one. Clay said, people like Hasan, we just want them to leave the Democratic Party alone and leave us alone and get out of here. We don't want them here in our party, and they are too insane for us. I absolutely hear you, Clay, but I have a rude awakening for you. That is the Democratic Party now. That is the Democratic Party. All the people who are saying things like this have woken up and realized, oh, the Democratic Party, even putting Hasan aside, the Democratic Party is for people like Hasan, is for people like Frogan. It is not for the middle class. And the popular vote showed that unequivocally. It's no longer some conspiracy that like, oh, Trump moved made the Republican the party of the working class. It is very, 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 very clear. College-educated people vote blue, and the working class people vote red. Now, surely you can have different reasons to want to do that or not do that. But that's the reason that so many people are leaving the left, is because the politicians are pandering and not even necessarily pandering, but capitulating to the people like Hasan, to the people like on the fringes, because they take the people like you, Clay. They take you for granted. They take you for granted. Clay's going to vote for us no matter what. We just got to get the guys who hate us because we're not left enough. Clay is good. We don't need to care about Clay. Clay is always going to be a Democrat. Clay is going to vote for us no matter what. That's what they think. That's what they think about you. And I don't think it goes back, dude. I think there's just going to be a much broader coalition on the right, and there's going to be a lot more atheists. I'm an atheist. There's going to be a lot more gay people. There's going to be a lot more women. That's just what it is, and not forever. The pendulum swings, the landscape changes. But I don't think that someone who is saying the things like you're saying, I don't think the Democratic Party is ever going to be for you ever again in your lifetime, at least. Funkmaster General said Tim will probably become a Christian eventually. He's getting closer and closer over the years. Yep. Champagne Christians. Well, I'm a good person and you got to believe something. So Christianity. Stupid. Is it that, or is Hasan ADL controlled opposition? The world may never know. Hey, shout out to Shooter McGavin. Welcome to the party. So I've been looking for you since the election to say congrats. Thank you. Obviously, logic thought does not rule, so I changed my name. Ah! Oh my goodness. I love it. That is hilarious. I disagree with the fact that logic and thought or logic thought rules, because clearly it did, but fair enough. Good joke. Good one. The gaytheists. Yeah, there's plenty of gaytheists. But this is more the point. Exactly what Amos said. MAGA is not necessarily Republican or Democrat. It's basically constitutionalist. It's basically the people. That's it. Like I said, I think what we as Democrats need to do, we need to have our own, like Donald Trump in our own party. We need to have somebody who's controversial and who can be a total wake up for the establishment. Isn't that what Obama was supposed to be? And then, I mean, I agree with you, but and I mean, that's what Bernie was supposed to be. That's what Obama was supposed to be. I don't know if the actual, I don't know if the ideology itself will allow for that. I would have to give that more thought, but yeah, I don't know that the ideology would allow for that. Oh, what do we got here? Shout out to Ryan Long.
When me and Brad first met, I didn't think we'd get along, but turns out we kind of agree on everything. Your racial identity is the most important thing. Everything should be looked at through the lens of race.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. We both have a lot of opinions about people of color, even though we barely know any.
I say colored people, but as long as we're classifying them, we both think minorities are a united group who think the same and act the same.
And vote the same. You don't want to lose your black card. Sorry.
Facts.
I don't know. I just
and yeah, the other thing is that anybody who is like a Trump, meaning they're on the outside, that in and of itself is looked down upon. The conformity is what is valued, and so that's what I'm saying. I think the ideology will not allow somebody like that, because all the people on the left who are renegades, they're all in Trump's cabinet now. Tulsi, fucking Elon, like they were all on the left, and not to mention Trump himself. Exactly. Dems are the establishment. Dems are the establishment. The GOP has so many MAGA now. And shout out to Ryan Long. A debate question? All right, well, let's see what the question is. I'm not, we're already on a side quest here, but about fallacy. If I say a tree grows best in soil because it's natural, that violates the nature fallacy and nullifies the argument. But the argument is true. Why would it violate the nature fallacy? Soil meaning like not natural. I don't know what you mean. Republicans are getting younger and they're MAGA. Dems are also, but they're square Democratic Socialists. That's the new Democratic Party. Yep. And that's kind of what I'm talking about, is that I think Clay, it's just gonna be, you can be like what's his name? Brett Weinstein, and say, no, I'm a Democrat and I stand for democratic policies, and no matter how crazy the party gets, I'm gonna stay a Democrat and try to fix it. You can do that, or you can vote for the people who align with your values. That is a great question. Bunkmaster asks, is Tulsi a renegade or an opportunist? That is definitely something that we need to look out for, because she switched kind of quick. But I feel like all of us who were, on that side, it really only Dave Smith was quoting somebody, I forget who it was, but to be on the left, you have to buy into all of the conspiracies, all of the lies. But once you see the bullshit in one of them, then they all fall apart. And so that's why you see so many people like switching over and being like, oh, now I get it. And then they're just in it. Now, yeah, there's going to be grifters and opportunists. But yeah, I don't know. She was shunned back with Hillary. She's MAGA, but a traditional Democrat. Yeah, I'm rooting for her. I think she is going to do well, but I'm just not under the impression that she can't be doing politics. That's what they do.
United group who think the same and act the same.
And vote the same. You don't want to lose your black card. Sorry, I don't know. I just think we should
roll back discrimination laws so we can hire based on race again. Jinx, now you owe me a Coke. Hey, tell them what you told me yesterday.
White actors should only do voices for white cartoon characters.
I've been saying that for years. Stick to your own.
Us white people, we have so much privilege.
I agree. It is a privilege to be white. Ask him about interracial dating.
All I said is that black men who date white women have internalized racism, and white men that date ethnic women are fetishizing them.
Guys against interracial dating now. Like, am I being pranked? Did Boomer put you up to this?
Oh, you know that taco place is white owned?
White people should be making white foods like Kraft macaroni and cheese, no seasoning, not even salt. It's like he's a mind reader. I mean, I've been pushing for segregation forever, and my man does what?
I created an improv comedy show exclusively for ethnic people.
Guy segregates comedy on my birthday.
White people need to stop wearing dreadlocks, and they need to stop appropriating black people's music.
Shaved heads and country music, the way God intended.
You know all white people are racist.
I'm listening.
Even if you have a black wife or a black friend group, you're still really racist.
You know, we just kicked a guy out of the organization for having a black girlfriend, but if you can promise me he's still really racist, we'll consider letting him back in. Black people should only shop at black businesses.
I guess the only thing we really disagree about is I think white people are the root of all evil.
But what did I tell you, though? If we can narrow that down to a certain group of tiny-hatted white people, I think we can come to an understanding.
Technically, I don't consider Jewish people white.
Neither do I.
Yes, a good one. And of course, oh, look at that. The like button has already been hit. The like button has already been hit. Do you do the same thing on every video that you watch, as long as, you like it a little bit? Because I do, because I'm not gay. Shout out to Ryan Long. All right, diving back in here with that sneeze face.
Category for Zionist. That was just a joke.
Yeah, got it, because we don't like the Jews.
Yeah, the Zionist here for Ethan because he's a Zionist and that's bad. Wink, wink. 90% of Jews, by the way.
We're very proud of you, Denims, for bringing anti-Semitism right on stage, and you guys are killing it.
Hasan read about this situation on stream and left, fully supporting the streamers.
Many interpret the ranking as one from Arab the Jew. One panelist added, I'll just say it, there should be an even lower category called Zionist, which was met with applause from the audience.
People have downloaded and documented Hasan's chat and is constantly calling people like Ethan Zionist dogs, soulless scum. They hate anyone who thinks Israel should exist. So if 90% of Jews are Zionist and you and your community hate Zionists, it comes off as using the same coded language as the Nick Fuentes crowd.
Need to do is all this movement that's around, Jews do this. This needs to stop. This really needs to stop, and we need to.
Okay, all right, this needs to stop. Now I like what I'm hearing.
Focus on Zionism, Israel, Israelis. Start calling them.
Semantic obfuscation. Say a different thing, because when you say what you mean, they know what you mean. So change the words. They'll still know what you mean, but then you're not saying the words anymore. Semantic obfuscation. I told you it's out there, guys. Semantic obfuscation. Quante said, I've actually started liking more videos since you mentioned that. I didn't before just because I'm lazy, but my favorite YouTubers deserve the small support. Indeed, they do. A lot goes on behind the scenes, guys, to give you guys free stuff. If a like and a share is, that's like the coin jar at the beginning, or at the. I'm stealing this from Jesse on Fire, and he does it so much better. It's like the little coin to get some the bucket of candy at the front of the store, right? You could just grab it and take candy, and you'd be a shitty person. Now, while this is a free show, you hit like and share, and then you're good. That's the price for admission.
On Zionism, Israel, Israelis. Start calling them Zionists. Start calling it Israel. Stop using the name Jews, because this is what gets you demonetized. As for Nick Fuentes, replace that word Jew with Zionist. I don't think you'll have that many issues.
Straight up, just saying, just use semantic obfuscation. Clay said, I do think that it's Jewish people Jewish people and Palestinians both have a right that the Jewish people and Palestinians, is that what you're saying, have a right to exist. But whenever I hear somebody say free Palestine, that's literally calling for a genocide of another group of people. And I just personally I don't have enough emotional bandwidth to really care that much about two groups of people who maybe not on the same level, but more than wanting to solve a conflict, want to kill each other. And they both do. And so, there's that old thing that if the, what was it? They talk about if the people in Gaza laid their weapons down, then, there would be peace. Where if the Palestinians laid their weapons down, there'd be a massacre the other way around. I don't fucking remember. But it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's very clear that, it's very clear that these people want to fight, that Bibi Netanyahu has said things very explicitly that, I'm twirling the mustache. We're going to get America to pay for all of that. Like, it's just no. So you may be right about this, but I've completely disengaged from that. I think it's a distraction. I think it's a distraction because it is a way to escalate that which should be a more local conflict. I don't know. And I mean, I could be very wrong about that because I don't look that much into it. But from everything that I've tried to learn, right after October 7th happened, I was aware that I didn't really know a lot about this stuff. So I actually brought some people onto the channel to tell me about it. Like, hey, what's going on here? What actually is the story? It's been going on forever. One of the first YouTube videos I ever saw was the muffins video, like Israeli-Palestinian conflict muffin. So it's been a thing forever. Why isn't it over? Somebody win. Quamtech, how dare you? For shame. You may as well. Carl said, I thought you were supposed to take the coin jar. That makes a lot of sense. Quamtech said, saying that your anti-war isn't an option anymore. It has to be choosing one side or the other so you can add to the manufactured divide. Nah, I'm good. Shout out to Vacas. Welcome to the party. He is Cenk's nephew. That's not like a joke or anything. Hasan is literally Cenk's nephew. Like, he used to work at the Young Turks because that's his uncle. It's not like, that's not a joke. It's just fun because he doesn't like when people refer to him as Cenk's nephew, and Actual Justice Warrior does all the time. So welcome to the party. You're gonna have a little bit more fun than you even thought.
That word Jew with Zionist. I don't think you'll have that many issues.
When presented with that fact, Hasan calls everyone a Nazi.
That's why people don't understand. Like, there's no difference between what
now pointing out that most Jews are Zionist makes you a Nazi.
What Nazis say when they say, "Oh, 95% of Jews love Zionism. 95% of Jews are Zionists." Nazis say that. You know who else says that? Dumb
people who read facts.
Fucking Zionists who think that is a way to defend Zionism.
In response to this criticism, Hasan just starts pointing at every anti-Zionist Jew he knows, as if that's
for what it is good for. Absolutely nothing.
Somehow changes the facts. I'm actually friends with the Jewish guy, and he's anti-Zionist, so I gotta pass.
All of my friends that I've made through.
Quick aside. Who knows who recognizes this person? I'll give you a minute. He's never met an actual Nazi. Does anybody know where you might recognize that face? What channel is he watching? If you're new here, it's not, this is more an inside thing. But if you're familiar with typical Friday before the election really got heated, what channel? What channel is this? Crash Course. So yeah. So technically, that is not the same guy, but this is the twin of the Philosophy Friday guy. That's his twin. 8 years. Yikes. I don't know what he looks like, but what he looks like now. But if they're twins, then time is a bitch. Oh gosh, holy shit, that's me. Montefiore said rainbow sweater is Hasan. No, I yeah. Crash Course Philosophy. That's why I made it big for you.
All of my friends that I've made through obviously my political acts and also my career in online media or media in general are some of the most aggro anti-Zionists you've ever met.
You won't be able to.
Shout out to Carl Johnson with the $5. Thank you so very, very much, sir. Said Israel sells a lot of weapons to bad people for America. The U.S. will always side with them. Yep. And that's why I'm not willing to just buy into this Israel good, Palestine bad. I'm not going the other way either. But like, it's just not that simple, and I'm not gonna simplify it that way. And because I'm not going to simplify it, and I'm also not going to look into it, I'm gonna be like, hey, this is just one of those things I don't really know about. I know it's not as simple as people try to make it, but it ain't that.
To say you hate 90% of an ethnic group and not get banned on most of these websites. I'm genuinely asking, at what point is it just a dog whistle? So is Hasan anti-Semitic? I don't know, but every action he takes comes off that way. Jewish people are getting beat up in the streets of the Netherlands after a soccer match, and Hasan thinks it's funny.
Maccabi Tel Aviv.
Patrick said, Dems tell me I'm stupid and I don't understand, even though I've been watching and learning for 60 years. Yeah, bro, but do you know what a trans demi poly relationship looks like? It's not my job to educate you.
Tel Aviv hooligans are getting attacked right now in the Netherlands after ignoring the minute of silence for Valencia victims and singing.
I think this is the one where he gives his chimp laugh. So what are we talking about?
Tel Aviv hooligans are.
I also hate when people do that. Guys. When you're reading something to people, speak slower, not faster. If somebody is listening to you, they can listen to what you're saying. If you're reading something, then you can read it faster than you would normally talk. So you don't want to because they're not reading it. So if I'm showing this tweet, I'm saying breaking news. Maccabi Tel Aviv hooligans are getting attacked right now in the Netherlands after ignoring the minute of silence for the Valencia victims and singing racist chants about extermination of Arabs. And listen to what
Get up in the streets of the Netherlands after
this is how the greatest left-wing streamer
a soccer match, and Hasan thinks it's funny.
Maccabi Tel Aviv hooligans are getting attacked right now in the Netherlands after ignoring the minute of silence for Valencia victims and singing racist chants about the extermination of Arabs.
Of course, with the upspeak. Why? Like nobody's told you to slow down? They're probably not even listening.
Because they're making them aware that this isn't. What the fuck? What is happening? Is this ceased to be funny and now I'm in a bad mood? I mean, it's still kind of funny that it's like, well, not this. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
Well, then what's funny about it, Hasan? Because this is the story. He then just moves on and never addresses it again. The next day, he'd talk about it like it's a meme.
This is the funny. Yeah, I mean, this is correct. Soccer fans beating each other up. What has happened to Europe? I mean, it's my assessment. When I first heard about it, I was like, wow, I'm shocked to find out that soccer fans are fighting.
Can I overuse this button? Like his whole life is just both of those.
Israeli fans are not innocent. They were chanting threats to Arabs, being racist.
He rolled into town with Mossad agent.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's in this video. I know for sure, but I thought it was there. But yowza.
Fans are not innocent. They were chanting threats to Arabs, being racist.
He rolled into town with Mossad agents, started and is now a pogrom because they lost the traditional Euro-style soccer fight.
But it's just one more instance of him downplaying the violence when it comes to Jews. When people bring up the rapes on October 7th, he scoffs, sometimes outright denying that they even happened.
What rapes did Hezbollah do? Bro, what rapes did Hamas do? What are you talking?
Pretty sure October 7th was pretty bad. Oh, god damn it.
Denying that they even happened.
What rapes did Hezbollah do? Bro, what rapes did Hamas do? What are you talking about?
Hamas has committed horrific acts of sexual violence.
Look at his face.
And took
women. Oh my god. All they did was kill a bunch of kids and rape some of them. Oh. Like, what is wrong with you? This is what I meant when I was like, I didn't realize that it was this deep.
Committed horrific acts of sexual violence and took
women and girls, men
you mad, bro?
and boys slaughtered after enduring sexual violence. The deadliest day for the Jewish people.
What? I'm just gonna cover my eyes. When it was happening, I did this, so it didn't happen, bro.
Women were horribly raped. As I said then, I say today, Israel had a right.
What message does he think he's sending? There's a reason Myron's trying to.
He doesn't think, Willie. That is the point here. We all fail. We all fail when we looked at these leftists and we think that they think about the things that they say. They either don't think about them at all, or they purposely obfuscate them to make you think something, whatever it is that they want them to think, that has nothing to do with reality.
Today, Israel had a right.
What message does he think he's sending? There's a reason Myron's trying to relate to him on Twitter. It's not an accident. His entire chat thinks this was based and cool.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Guitar333. Welcome to the party. Said Israel was actually the ones caught systematically raping Palestinian prisoners. That is why I'm not going to take a side. They are both barbaric people who are willing to fight each other until the end of time. End of story. And I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with that. I'm okay with that being the conclusion of what I think. There's not. What else can I do? What else can I do about that? Yeah, there was tons of rape. Clay said Twitch should be embarrassed by having Hasan on their platform. Why hasn't he been permanently banned yet? That's why I sent emails to their advertisers for them to pull out of Twitch. Well, again, I am a free speech absolutist, so I would not want to pull him off of a platform. But the reason they don't want to pull him off the platform is because he makes them money. Every little donation, a cut goes to Twitch. So the biggest moneymaker, they're not going to get rid of him because that's punching himself in the dick. Nobody wants to do that. It's all about the money. Clay goes on to say, that's why I'm part of Dan Sultan's campaign against Twitch to expose them and to get Hasan permanently banned from Twitch, to get Dan Clancy to resign as CEO. But again, here's the thing. This is the inverse of Alex Jones and The Onion. The Onion thinks that by buying InfoWars and turning it into some meme that Alex Jones is going to disappear. If you get Hasan banned from Twitch, then he's just going to go to Rumble. And then he can be even more bad in whatever way you don't like. Exactly. That is cancel culture. It doesn't work. It's not good. What we should be doing is highlighting, as I am, what he's saying so that people decide on their own not to watch this. That is the American way. I don't like this, so let's get them banned. Now, if he's actively calling for violence or something along those lines, then sure. But I said shit. Me too. I hate what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. 100%. 100%. I would not be pleased. I mean, I'm not going to lose sleep over it, but I would not be pleased if Hasan lost his platform.
To him on Twitter. It's not an accident his entire chat thinks this was based and cool.
For the children!
Too based, let's go. Haha, rip bozo. We must continue to protest. Hasan may feel like he's made this clear distinction between Zionists and Jews, but his chat clearly isn't picking up on it. His
that's because they're 5.
Friends aren't either, and he clearly doesn't care enough to correct them. And that brings us back to the Houthi. Let's be real, guys. If we can't
Houthi! He's back, baby. He's back. Oh, so IQ explains a lot. The average IQ in Gaza is 67.9. The average IQ in Israel is 95. That's why Israel is functional. Okay. I don't know what about. Garrett said, honestly, I don't think Hasan would go to Rumble even if he was invited to. That's just me. What do you think would happen if he got banned? If he got banned off Twitch, you think he would just stop? Boy, you think he could do another job? He can't do shit. He ain't capable of shit. So, I mean, whether it was Rumble or Kick, there's still YouTube, but let's just assume he can't use YouTube or Twitch. I have what reason do we have to believe that he would just stop streaming, that his ideas would just go away? Because even if he did stop streaming, now all of the kids who have been just gobbling his cock for the last however many years, there's a break in the system. So now somebody who's not even as smart as Hasan, a Hasan follower, now becomes the biggest streamer. Cancel culture does not work. It does not work. Vungmaster said the American way is to kick him in the dick and tell him to shut the fuck up. Yep. Indeed. Welcome, Natalie. What did you say? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Am said, who knows, but who cares? I don't like being hypocrites. That's what free speech is. It can be distasteful. There just has to be a counter voice that is as loud or louder. Bingo. Yup. And indeed, the truth is not always nice
he
or
clearly
pretty.
Doesn't care enough to correct them. And that brings us back to the Houthi. Let's be real, guys. If we can't call it,
I'm not saying I'm not saying I know that that's the truth. I'm just saying the truth is not always necessarily pretty. The stream, exactly. This stream is how we combat stupidity. Dilly to all of you. By being here, you are fighting his stupidity. We're doing it. We're really doing it.
He clearly doesn't care enough to correct them. And that brings us back to the Houthi. Let's be real, guys. If we can't call a Houthi terrorist whose motto is to destroy the only Jewish state and put a curse upon the people, promising to put him on spikes, if we can't even call him anti-Semitic, then the word is meaningless. Nobody fits its definition. In the past, I talked about how Hasan radicalized his audience. I even confronted him about it. You should check it out. But
yeah, and that was the amazing. That was the first thing I said when this thing came out. This video came out. I was like, how does he already have? Because you can see it says part 1. He already did a 2-part series on this. Shout out to Derek. Welcome to the party. So comparing IQ is a pretty lazy oversimplification. I do agree. I'm not really, again, I just don't care enough about saying, oh, well, these barbarians are better than those barbarians. I just don't care. I just don't care. And so I'm not going, that's why I'm not necessarily fact checking it or any of that. If you want to say that, go for it. I don't, I don't subscribe to that, but if it is true, then I have no problem with stating that it is true. I definitely think it is an oversimplification, but Natalie was just saying it's gross. If it's true, then some truths are gross. Carl said I didn't even go into the reason for the IQ drop, which is even more gross. Natalie said that yes, it is. Well, the truth is always pretty and nice. I'm going to disagree with that, but Natalie says yes, it is. But an IQ test can be impacted by someone's material condition. By example, they took IQ tests in India during times of famine and during times of prosperity, and the average IQ was higher during times of prosperity. Right, but like we're not talking about different times. We're talking about the same times. Guitar said the IQ comment is ridiculous. Gaza's struggles are the result of decades of oppression, poverty, and conflict, not the intelligence of its people. Clay said it's like comparing apples to oranges. Carlos said consanguination is the reason. By the way, it's the inbreeding, and thinks that IQ does have relevance. So, I'll leave you to it.
In the past, I talked about how Hasan radicalized his audience. I even confronted him about it. You should check it out. But lately, he's been trying to radicalize other Twitch streamers. I don't think people realize how insane this is. Hasan starts
the part. Okay, guys, this is the part. This is the part where I was like, oh, he's so far deep. He's so far deep that when he brings another already leftist person, a streamer, this is already somebody who does leftist streaming. And this is how they react. This is how cooked this dude is. He thinks what he's about to do is normal as shit. And it's not.
Radicalize other Twitch streamers. I don't think people realize how insane this is. Hasan starts off by saying propaganda is bad and that most people don't realize Israel's doing it.
Most people still operate on the boundaries of like, oh no, Israel's the Jewish state. Of course, they're doing this for the Jews and all Jews actually care about Israel, yada, yada, yada. That's not the case, but that's how propaganda works. So for that reason, I'm just letting you know, they will call you anti-Semitic. You shouldn't say a lot of the things I'm saying.
Keep in mind.
Nick's like, I'm my own man. I could determine that for myself.
I don't really give a fuck of what people say about me in general because I just don't care.
Hasan then puts on terrorist propaganda.
Do you want to see a Houthi musical?
Sure.
A Houthi musical. Check this out, guys. This is fucking wild. This is fucking wild. Share this with somebody who would love to see what a Houthi musical, as described by Hasan, would say. Check this the fuck out. He thinks this is normal, and he thinks this is a musical. It's just a musical. You're not even ready. You're not even ready. You may have seen videos like this, but it's the combination of the video, the reaction from the black dude here, and the fact that Hasan doesn't get it. All three of those things make this insane. I'm gonna pull this out of the way so we could see our facial expressions. Check this out.
These were the people that the Saudis were killing, by the way. Just so you know, the
Arabians,
musically gifted individuals.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I need the money, guys.
I'm gonna grab my food.
We do not care. Make it a major world war. They're dancing around with knives and guns. My heart longs for rifles and assault rifles.
Look at Nick's face.
God forbid I serve this life, which is talking about American soldiers. We do not care about Humvees and artillery. Again, driving down the street, bombs, dancing with guns. We don't care. We don't care. Like, and yeah.
Yes, some of these people look like teenagers, child soldiers.
And Hasan's like, this is just a musical.
Hasan comes back and Nick asks, what are you showing me? Hasan then tries to indoctrinate him. Can you explain
This is a 3-minute video of, what do you mean a music video? When you said music video, I'm expecting like, bad example, Chris Brown dancing, you know.
That's what I was thinking.
No. They do like, they do musicals. They're very musical
That's not a musical, bro. That's terrorist propaganda.
people.
Just because there's music in it doesn't make it a musical.
Are you being serious?
That's what
Dog,
yes,
what are you-
he's dead ass. He's dead ass. That's how fucking gone this guy is. He just showed literal terrorist propaganda. It's just a musical. They're musical people. If thinking that Hasan is wrong means I'm a moron, then abso-fucking-lutely I'm a moron. Am said that's bullshit. Every country in the world has had conflicts and oppression at some point. Maybe intelligence is not the appropriate attribute, but I believe it's intellect that is lacking. Fair enough. Clay said Hasan's radical influence is even spread throughout the OTV and Friends community, which indulges people like all of these people that I don't know. But yeah, exactly. So Carl, when you're saying he's irrelevant, he's not irrelevant as much as you might want him to be. This is not irrelevant. All of these people are, have their own audiences and are all, following this. One of us, that's the most obvious propaganda imaginable. No, dude, it's just a musical. They're a musical people. Again, the $1 million question. The $1 million question. Yeah, right. This is just their version of Jesus Christ Superstar.
Very musical people.
And again, this is already a leftist streamer. So it's not like, some MAGA guy is going in there and be like, bro, come on. This is a leftist streamer.
Are you being serious?
Dog, what do you look?
Dog,
dog.
I know they're singing, but I'm seeing this guns and shit. This isn't a music video, Hasan.
No, it is. They do musicals about like their actions all the time.
Yeah, they're militarized actions. Hasan paused on a screen with an entire crowd holding signs saying "Death to America, Death to Israel, a curse upon the Jews."
And they love walking over. They love walking over like the American flag and the Israeli flag side by side. They will always like march on it. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet.
That's Hasan's favorite part.
Yeah, right. He's got a favorite part of the terrorist propaganda. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Hasan then pulls up a trade map and justifies the Houthis shooting commercial vessels, many of which are not related to Israel.
What they immediately start doing is they start saying, "Oh, Israel, you're gonna blow up Palestinians? Well, guess what? We're gonna blow you up."
He thinks they're cool.
I thought all they did was basically, walk around with like blades in their fucking belts and look cool.
Yeah. So Carl. Clay said the guy who's sitting right beside him. I don't say that. Nimplo. So yeah, also a streamer himself. Is this from the same thing you were just OT? Oh, that's OTV. So yeah, I'm not super familiar with all these different communities, but point being, this is somebody who already is agreeing with the types of perspectives that Hasan has, and is still like, bro, what? Like what? Guitar said, Timu Tom Green is full of shit. Hasan is actually right 90% of the time. Yikes. Amon Defoe said the government creates music videos of their soldiers, tanks, and artillery with music in the background. Not propaganda, just a well-funded music video. Okay. That's what, I mean, it seems, I don't know, I hope you're joking, Guitar. Like, I really hope you're joking. And said Hasan can't even remain consistent long enough. How can he be 90% accurate all the time? Hasan is not Alex Jones. Now you're trolling, Bob. Now you're trolling.
Walk around with like blades in their fucking belts and look cool. I mean, I want to ask him
They look cool. The terrorists are cool, bro.
about the knife. The knives are.
And who is Timu Tom Green?
Sick.
He says if one of those knives comes out in front of you, it's not going back until it has blood on it.
Oh shit. Okay, my bad. Well, I mean, I think it's cool though, and make musicals. They make a lot of musicals. I can show you some of them in a second.
Oh, okay.
Well, it turns out
it's like okay.
they do more than that. They go, listen, you want to fucking bring a ship through here? We're gonna take it. So that's
that's terrorism.
Exactly what the Houthis start doing.
I know what Timu is. I'm asking who is the Timu Tom Green? Am I Timu Tom Green? Why would I be Tom Green? Or are we like that's what I'm saying? Who is the Tom Green? I know what Timu is, thanks to Guam Tech.
Sending in helicopters onto fucking ships and taking over the ships
like
and
Rust.
going, it's our ship. Yes, exactly like Rust. Fucking look at this. They got the Palestinian flag that they painted under the helicopter with the Yemen flag.
Oh, based, bro. Stealing warships or stealing ships is based.
They overtake. They start overtaking the ship.
This ship is called the Galaxy Leader. It was departing from Turkey and going to India. The crew is not Israeli. It was not going to Israel. Hasan is hyped about innocent civilians being held captive.
But it's cool, bro. Like, yo, they just like fly in and like look how cool they are with their masks and their guns, bro. But like we gotta ban guns for sure. But actually, he's probably what's the we say shall not be infringed. What's the Marxist reason to have guns? I forget what it is. You guys know what I'm talking about, though. China loves ancient martial arts. That's why they show them all the time in their training videos for their military. While always fighting against America. Yup. Unwanted Vaush said, wait, I just realized Hasan loves it so much because this is his version of G.I. Joe's. Yeah, exactly. Again, as I keep telling you guys, so many of these leftists think that this is a game. You can't have these opinions unless the real problems that plague most Americans. You're above that. Remember when we were doing our victory lap? The through line for all the fucking Zoomers that were mad, all of the transes that were mad. They're like, "Fuck your eggs, fuck your economy. There's rights or this and that." It's like, whoa. You think not only that it's more important that you get called the right pronoun than people being able to feed their children, but you're proud of that, and you think that that's the right position to have. Okay, if you say so. No, actually, the MGTOW community is not happy about me. They just did they tried to do a takedown of me last night. Or was it last night or the day before? I don't know, but definitely not. But welcome to the party. Right click said deport Hasan for terrorist promotions. There we go. Now we're not talking about cancel culture. Now we're talking about accountability under the law. Very, very different. Clay said the problem is that these people literally treat this like it's a video game. And I'm like, this is real life. People are real life. People are getting hurt and any injured and perishing. Yeah. Periods and commas, guys. That will help me out. That's exactly from when Emma Vigilant was on with Tim Pool on the culture war. It was so clear. It was so clear that it's like, oh, you really don't think this is real life. Like, you're just playing a game. You're just trying to win a game. And that's all this is to you. So if you lose the game, then whatever. I go back to my life where everything is taken care of and I can complain about pronouns and other things. Because I can feed myself. I have a car and insurance and all of this stuff. Now, I do too. But number one, I'm broke. And number two, I understand that other people don't. And that this shit is not a game. And that this shit is real life. And that people are getting hurt. But this is the privilege that comes from not having to deal with any real life problems. You can just look at this stuff as a game and be like, oh shit, this shit's dope.
Israeli. It was not going to Israel. Hasan is hyped about innocent civilians being held captive.
This is like a hostile. They're streaming this?
Yeah. Yeah. They're flexing.
What? And they're coming in hot with guns.
Yeah, but you have to understand, this is a...
You have to understand, bro. You don't understand. The terrorists that are killing people are, you know, they're cool because Hasan, that's me, thinks they're cool. Yeah. Like I said, he's literally making money off his community, which many of the people in his community are already using their parents' credit cards and debit cards to pay for subs and donations. Bingo. Yep. Carl said, as long as it's just speech, I think supporting terrorist groups should be legal. If it extends to material support or participation, it should be illegal. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's just fun to say. Like, get the fuck rid of them. But I mean, if we were to be real about it, I'm with you. But like, again, would not cry.
They're flexing.
What? And they're coming in hot with guns.
Yeah, but you have to understand, this is a deterrence, right? So like, their goal is to...
We started a war so that you wouldn't start a war, all right? We killed you so that you wouldn't kill us, just in case, you know? Shout out to Dallas, said, what terrorist does Hasan support? The ones that he's supporting right now.
Hot with guns.
Yeah, but you have to understand, this is a deterrence.
That's supporting terrorists.
Right? So like, their goal is to film it and show it to the world. So like, other companies literally are like, okay, we're not going to use the trade route anymore. All of a sudden, if you don't use the trade route, trade gets more expensive for the West. All of a
sudden, yeah, that's war. You have to understand, it's an offensive deterrence, like them, like getting them before they get us. And I mean, that is technically true, but that's just not a defense. That's not a defense. Am said, anything that compromises masses against our own nation should have consequences. I don't know. The Houthis. I think I'm still with Carl. I would need to see some type of... I need something more than speech. Sorry. We need to have free speech. Clay said, profiting off the tragedy of other people is very shameful. Hasan is literally treating this like it's theater and art. When he gets held accountable and responsible, his community melts down. Yeah, because they're allergic to accountability.
All of a sudden, if you can't use that trade route, the Israeli port is going to get bankrupt. Israel is not going to be able to get the materials in time that they need for waging their war. Israeli society is going to start getting upset. They're going to be like, I can't get my treats. I can't get my Amazon Prime deliveries. What the fuck is going on? I hate this. Israel sucks. I'm leaving Israel. That's the goal.
He thinks Israeli society is going to collapse and everyone's going to leave the country en masse because their Amazon...
Bro, are you watching what we just watched? Rewind the tape. He just did it. Or, you know, the description there, the link to the whole video is in the description. We're literally watching it at this moment. No, I am pro America. So fuck Israel, fuck Palestine, fuck Gaza, fuck all of them.
Israeli society is going to...
But welcome to the party.
Collapse and everyone's going to leave the country en masse because their Amazon package is more expensive. How does anyone take this guy's political analysis seriously?
They take it over. And they tell the people in the ship, it's usually like mostly Filipinos.
So that's what's happening right now and encased. Man, is it? I don't know. I'm America first, baby. America first.
They take it over. And they tell the people in the ship, it's usually like mostly Filipino people, Filipino crews. Oh. And they're like, all right, well, you know, we got no problems with you, you know, but you're coming with us. We're taking over.
Yeah, that's kidnapping. Clay said we are pro-American, pro-democracy. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Because I gotta tap you up on this one, brother. I got you. Even though Clay is a Democrat, and I am a former Democrat that is now full MAGA, when I see a comment like this that says we are pro-American, we are pro-democracy, pro-Republican, pro-Republic, and we're pro-freedom, baby, I said, fuck yeah, dilly. Beautiful. Love it. And said he's not anti-Israel. No, I don't give a shit about any of that. Not that I don't give a shit. I just don't. I mean, I get it, but like, you know, there's stuff, and there's people, and they're fighting, and they don't want to stop fighting, and they want to drain. One side wants to drain America, and the other side wants to. I don't know. They want to kill each other. Like, what? They don't want to win a war. They want to kill each other. Oh, baby, you don't even know. That's the other side of my mug, baby. Let's fucking go.
The ship. So they did that.
And these people are still held hostage to this day. In another stream, Hasan would mourn the leadership of Hezbollah getting killed.
Hassan Nasrallah was assassinated.
Wait, what'd you say?
Hassan Nasrallah.
Who's that?
He's the leader of Hezbollah, the general secretary of Hezbollah. Hezbollah
He's so cool, bro. Like, he's just like the dopest terrorist of all the terrorists.
is a paramilitary organization that is also a part of the Lebanese parliament.
But of course, again, despite the fact that most of MAGA would be like, yeah, Proud Boys are gay, Oath Keepers are gay, 3%ers are gay, all that shit's fucking, almost said it. All that shit's retarded. You know, if we were to say, well, they're a paramilitary group, you'd be like, what? Oh my God, they're a militia. They were no consistency. Just whatever is convenient to say in the moment, just say it.
Organization that is also a part of the Lebanese parliament.
Do we like them or no?
I think as a resistance group, they're pretty successful against Israel.
And we know, Israel is Jews, so Jew bad, right?
But everybody hates them. Like, everybody in the region, a lot of people don't like them.
I agree, Clay. I think they need a good, rude awakening.
Like,
I like what you like.
Did he just say that? Did the other guy just say that? I like what you like?
Region, a lot of people don't like them. Like,
I like what you like.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, who's that? Yeah, I like it. Do you like it? Okay, then I like it.
Stupid. I don't have an issue with them, let's just say.
He romanticizes the guy. His chat thinks Hezbollah is based.
Can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen, a lot of these dudes, you see them.
I said, shit. Me too.
In their fucking fits.
Oh, he never said Jew bad, so he doesn't think that. Because I think it was you guys that came up with the whole dog whistling thing, right? But as we see again, semantic obfuscation. See, when it's someone else, then, they dog whistled it. That's not what he said. Yeah, but he meant that. But now, on the other side, when they want it to be, well, he never said that. He never said the words Jew bad, so therefore he loves Jews. Stupid. Okay, dude.
And you hear about, like, some of their attitudes about, like, gay people, for example, and you immediately resort to...
Yeah, just suck each other off. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I know. I like what you like. Oh. You guys are pathetic.
Orientalist perspectives, not realizing that these motherfuckers are better read than you by a million.
Hezbollah as a whole has a complicated history. My problem with Hasan is that there's no nuance. He's constantly glorifying.
So he says, as someone who's in his community and watches this entire stream, this video you're reacting to is extremely clipped out of context. So I did say at the beginning, and I believe in the description, if not, I tweeted. I did say that I've never watched a Hasan stream. So it is very possible that this is being clip farmed. And that I will take the time to go and check out a Hasan stream and report back. Or if it is this bad, then we will cover it. But I absolutely acknowledge that, this is a collection of clips, and I don't know how frequent it is. So I absolutely did acknowledge that at the beginning. And I mean, you know, I would assume a Hasan fan to say that anyway, but you know, and I will. But you know, right now, again, it's not like Willy Mac is some MAGA guy. He is another guy on the left. So unless Hasan didn't say these things, then
Cole has a complicated history. My problem with Hasan is that there's no nuance. He's constantly glorifying them. You must be a racist if you don't like the leader of Hezbollah.
Like, it's not a broken clock situation. No, dude. Half of these dudes literally get educated in America and in the UK. What the f are you guys talking about? This is why it's Orientalist to literally look at these dudes and go, oh no, they're fucking barbaric baboons. And like, sometimes they get this right. No, dude, he knows. It's crazy.
I'm not going to watch the whole stream. I'm going to watch, you know, maybe like an hour to see like, oh, how much of this hour is stuff like this versus him just sitting around being stupid or saying anything valuable. For all I know, he could be, you know, saying a lot of valuable shit and people just hate on him. And that could be possible. I don't think it is, but believe nothing except that anything is possible. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, but Clay, another fan of Hasan, said nothing I have seen is clipped out of context. Thank you, Clay. Am said I have, and he's intellectually deficient. That's what I thought. Context said, nah, Hasan has said enough horrible shit for rational people to not like him. Just because you're a fan doesn't make him a decent person. Bingo. Yup.
Easy. He's read more books.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's why I'm not like, oh no, is there greater context that where you're saying, look, this is a musical when it's straight up terrorist propaganda and you have another person checking you like, bro, this is weird. Like, no, check it out. Like, what context could be added to that? Show me the context. So fine. You show me the clip where you know, he was talking to, where are we at? 29:17. Okay. So let's go back to our friend.
The gifted individuals
Where that puts on terror.
These were killing, by the way, just so you know.
So you give me the context where this is reasonable.
These fucking musically gifted individuals.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I need the money, guys.
I'm gonna grab my
food. Look at Nick's face.
What is this?
He's like, why did you leave? Yup, that's what he did.
Yes, some of these people look like teenagers, child soldiers. Hasan comes back and Nick asks, what are you showing me? Hasan then tries to indoctrinate him.
Can you explain this? This is a 3-minute video of, what do you mean a music video? When you said music video, I'm expecting like, bad example, Chris Brown dancing, you know.
No. They do like, they do musicals. They're very musical people.
Are you being serious?
Dog, what do you, look, you think I made this?
Okay, so you tell me the context that I'm missing, that he's not showing somebody who is, again, already politically aligned with him, a terrorist propaganda video. What am I missing? What's the context that I'm missing? Joshua, go ahead. I'm so obnoxious, you could shut me up in a second by just giving me that context. Go ahead. Oh, so you're just as cooked as him. Like, the fact that you don't, that's the whole point. The whole point is that you don't see this as weird. This is fucking weird. That's why the guy was uncomfortable watching this. You're the weird one. 29:17.
To literally look at these dudes and go, oh no, they're
I agree. It is ridiculous.
fucking barbaric.
No, what? No. Wrong, sir. Let's go back and see what he says.
When you said music video, I'm expecting.
That's why he's showing him, because it's ridiculous, right?
Like, bad example, Chris Brown dancing, you know.
No. They do like, they do musicals. They're very musical people.
I thought you watched him. He's saying this is normal. They're musical people. This is normal.
Are you being serious?
Dog, what do you look? You think I made this?
Isn't music. I know they're singing, but I'm seeing just guns and shit. This isn't a music video, Hasan.
No, it is. They do musicals about like their actions all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was like, "Oh my god, dude, that was so fucking weird. Oh my god, that's fucking weird." But again, y'all think that weird is JD Vance. So again, hey, bro, they probably sympathize with Osama bin Laden. Yup. Oh my god. Okay, so fine. Show me the clip. Show me the clip. Yeah, go ahead. I would love to see that because, everything else that he's done that I've seen has been directly in line with that. So, okay, fine. I'm willing to hear it. Find the clip, show it to me, and then I will say Dallas Campos is right and I was wrong. I've done it before. I will do it again. You show me the evidence and I will show it. Oh, don't do your homework. I already did, but you cried about it. You cried about it. You're the one making a claim. So it's actually your homework. You're the one making a claim that's out of context. I don't believe that it is. So if you made the claim, this. So if you're making a claim that's out of context, then now it's your responsibility to show the context. I don't believe it is out of context.
No, they're fucking barbaric baboons, and like sometimes they get this right. No, dude, he knows. It's crazy.
It's almost like you can tell. It's almost like you don't need to watch 8 hours of a person to understand that they're fucking retarded.
He's red.
Just like how I've never watched anything that you've done, and
more books than you could ever imagine.
I can't even imagine the books. He's like 5 Barnes and Nobles. His son isn't educating people on other opinions. He's radicalizing them. When asked by a viewer if his son would denounce terrorism just to get people off of his back, his son couldn't do it.
I know all of the answers, but I'm gonna tell you. I really do know for sure, but I'm just not gonna tell you. Okay? But believe me, but trust me, bro.
Denounce terrorists? I do.
Do you though?
Your voice speaks loud. Do with that what you will. I denounce terrorists every day. I denounce the terror state of Israel every day. I denounce America's actions that are state-sponsored terror every day.
So how have we gotten to this point? How has Hasan been allowed to do this unpunished? Well, it's because Twitch supports him. Yup. Sneeko, Fresh and Fit, as well as the Houthi terrorists were all unbanned on Twitch. None of this makes any sense because these guys promote that Hitler was right. Meanwhile, it was discovered that Twitch blocked everyone in Israel-Palestine from creating accounts on desktop since October 13th, 2023. Now, you could argue that this makes sense because there's a war going on and they don't want footage on their website. But they didn't do this with Russia and Ukraine. In fact, they never...
I would not be surprised if one of them actually was Hasan. Actually, I watched 6 videos, but you tell me how many I need to watch in order to know. But you can come here and watch 3 seconds of me and know what I say, right? And what I think. Okay. If they didn't have double standards, they wouldn't have any standards. So again, how do you know that I haven't already watched it and I'm actually lying to you because you didn't watch me watch the other streams? Maybe I'm just fucking with you. If they didn't have double standards, they would have no standards. So what does this say? Leaked Twitch employee message. Well, the ability to dynamically block signups based on criteria could have been coded sometime in the last 10 years that Twitch has been blocking things instead of just an append to a single file. But hey, since it's the first time Twitch has ever blocked a country, maybe we can give it a pass for sure. Oh, give him a pass.
Never blocked a country like this before. And then you realize everyone in Palestine gets their internet from Egypt, Jordan, or Lebanon. So this only affects Israelis. Twitch has ignored Israelis complaining about this for months. This led Dan, Destiny's co-host, to do an investigation on Twitch's anti-Semitism.
Oh my God. That guy is not a non-factor in why I stopped watching Destiny. The major factor is the Corey Caparte stuff. But the fact that once a week there would be a Destiny or Last Night on Destiny or whatever thing, and it would just be their what is it called, the Bridges podcast or whatever. So gay. They don't know how to do anything else. They either yay Hasan is saying things that I like. Oh yay Hasan is saying things that I like. Or melting down. That's the two options. Funkmaster General said if you watch 8 hours of Hasan sitting around being a jerk off, your intelligence is somewhere between an orangutan and a fruit fly. Yeah, right. Can we just take a second to think that the people who literally watch 8 hours of Hasan are trying to be cool? Yikes. If I did watch Hasan, I don't even know if I would admit it to you guys.
About this for months. This led Dan, Destiny's co-host, to do an investigation on Twitch's anti-Semitism. And what he found was insane. Twitch's current head of trust and safety was fired from her previous job due to having too strong of opinions on Israel-Palestine. When Reddit would talk about how Israel is still blocked by Twitch a year later, her former employee would joke, "What has anyone from Israel done for Twitch?" Is it at all surprising that someone that works under her has this mentality? So between this, Sneeko Myron, a terrorist, Hasan Frogan, and the Arab tier list being streamed live from TwitchCon, people finally called it duck a duck and labeled Twitch anti-Semitic. And it's hard to argue against it. Twitch is clearly not enforcing its TOS when it comes to comments made about veterans or Jews. I got a whole video on Sneeko. Watch it. How is this guy unbanned on Twitch? TOS clearly states that you can't show terrorist propaganda. Meanwhile, Hasan promotes it and nothing happens. He gets sung happy birthday from Twitch staff. Happy birthday, dear Hasan.
This is crazy.
People made a website called Twitch or Terrorist where you could get.
All right, and I've said that I'm not. I've already stated that I'm going to watch Hasan streams going forward because I didn't realize it was this bad. I've already stated that. I'm going based off what is being reported here. So you can take issue with the reporting, sure, but I'm going off what I see. That's what I do. If you don't like it, you can leave. I don't remember asking you to come here. I take things that I see, and then I talk about them. That's it. That's it. You're not going to get more. It's not going to change. So I don't know what to tell you. Okay. I will do that. I will do that, Dallas. Thank you. Thank you for saving my channel. Without you, I would fall into the abyss. Shout out to Carson Powers. Said, what do you think Melania pussy smell like? That's got to be fresh as shit. Actually, I know. I would bet based on this. I would bet
you were Donald
based on this
for quite a long time
that it's clean
How many years
AF.
Did you work for him?
Almost 20, I guess.
Oh, the stories former butler Tony Senecal has to tell. Like when a young Mr. Trump and first wife Ivana had 4 butlers waiting on them hand and foot.
After Mr. Trump and Ivana got a divorce, we were going over to his room one night and he said, "Tony, do I need 4 butlers?" I said, "As long as it's me, Mr. Trump, you only need 1.
Wow.
He said, "Get rid of the other 3.
This is why. Ready?
Senecal
Here we go.
says
Here we
those
go.
reports that Trump gets by on very little sleep are all true.
Man sleeps maybe 3 or 4 hours the most a night.
That's it.
That's it.
Because he says that now still
It's
today.
true.
And a lot of people don't believe him, but
It's true.
You would know.
Witness.
According to the butler, Trump is a man of many moods. There's the kind Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is one of the nicest, most generous men that I've ever known in my life.
And then there's another Donald Trump who could lose his cool at any moment.
He'll go off. He'll scream at you. You stand in the corner just seething. He's already forgotten it.
What are the things that really get on his nerves?
People being late. He
Okay,
hates
this part.
anyone to be late. He figures if he can get there on time, everybody can get there on time.
And when you do arrive, you better be dressed to the nines.
Okay,
Seneca
there we go.
says Trump doesn't tolerate sloppiness in others or himself.
Doesn't tolerate sloppiness in others or himself. I think that applies to Melania.
His suit had to be pristine. And
So did a pussy! Good question. Good question. Where we at? Yeah, right. That's the FBI. Also, I wouldn't want one butler. Someone hovering all the time and observing you creeps me out. No thanks. Nah. See, this is broke boy thinking. This is broke boy thinking, son. What you want is to have the butler's room down the other side of the house. So then you ring a bell and they come running. They're not near you. That's for poor people.
Dear Hasan.
This is crazy.
People made a website called Twitch or Terrorist where you could guess who said the quote, a Twitch streamer or an actual terrorist. America deserves 9/11. Well, terrorists did pull it off. Nope, it's Hasan. If Hezbollah is a terrorist organization, then America is the top terrorist organization. And it could go either way. Let's play it safe and say terrorist. Nope, it's Hasan again. Let's play the clip.
Oh my God. Well, Hezbollah is a terrorist organization. Dog, if Hezbollah is a terrorist organization, then America is the top terrorist organization, which it is, by the way. America is the top dog in terrorism.
I mean, not true, but there's also a lot of good side. I'm certainly not defending American foreign policy.
And so is Israel.
What makes it
I'm just shitting on Hasan.
terrorist group a terrorist group is that they pursue their political goals by targeting the civilian population. This should not be glorified. Hasan dismisses all of that and just calls everyone racist.
The fuck are you talking about? No, what you meant to say is Hezbollah is Muslim. Okay? That's what you meant to say. What you meant to say is they're Muslim.
No.
So of course, as they're Muslim,
yeah,
different.
because every army actually is a terrorist organization that's Muslim. That's probably what this chatter is saying. This chatter thinks Egyptian army terrorist, Moroccan army terrorist.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous. The political bias from Twitch here is
that went right over my head. Are they trying to say that those people, that the chatter was being Islamophobic and not being like, yo, that's Islamophobic? Like, why can't they just say the thing? It's always got to be coded, bro. And so, I mean, there's definitely a bunch of emasculated cucks. It wasn't just the frogs. They're turning the libs gay.
is insane. How do you moderate your site as much as Twitch and then let all of this slide unless you're being anti-Semitic? So Dan started targeting Twitch's advertisers until Twitch decided to enforce their TOS evenly. Finally, Twitch started to ban people. Sneeko and Fresh and Fit were removed, and the 4 people on the tier list panel were banned temporarily, but not Hasan. And because of the stalemate, some creators have reported losing up to 80% of their ad revenue.
You know what my problem is? I'm going to say it. I'm not even pissed off at the streamers for doing this fucking crazy shit. I'm pissed off at Twitch for allowing it to get to this point.
Okay. I thought, oh, wow. I thought he was gonna be like, I'm mad at Twitch for even paying attention to this. But based.
It's fucking crazy shit. I'm pissed off at Twitch for allowing it to get to this point. Facilitating it, allowing it, condoning it, or turning a blind eye.
To me, it seems like a no-brainer to temporarily ban them and get all of your ads back. But no, everyone has to suffer. They
Watermelon.
refuse to enforce their TOS. Either unban everyone for their edgy political opinions or start to enforce your TOS evenly.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Rumble. Guys, remember that we were going down to 3 different platforms at the beginning of the month. After, well, let's just say after Thanksgiving, we will no longer be on Twitch. We will no longer be on Instagram. We will no longer be on Kick. So make sure you are on YouTube, X, or Rumble to be part of the show.
Feel like shit. They say I'm fine, but I'm not fine.
Hasan's politics have become more and more extreme over the past year. He runs the fence for terrorists who post Jewish people on spikes.
Look at the evidence he provided. I know all the evidence that he provided. I'm familiar with. Yeah, he's a Yemeni teen with a gun.
He laughs at cops getting shot.
Oh, here is it here? I knew there was a fucking monkey laugh in here.
Watch out! Are you okay? Oh, God. Are you okay?
Why are you like? It's not even if you like. Even if you were to think that that's funny, it's not even that funny. But you're also the same people like, oh my God, the police are so bad. And then you're laughing at that. Like, pick a thing and be the thing. Johnny Jimbo. That's well, Arrows, how you doing? That's supposed to get rid of sneezes. So let's see. Straight up, like. All right, let's see. So. Ooh, if we can get. Oh, please let this. No, that's not gonna be. Oh, Stick with me. Hold on. Let's just go. It's the same thing. Oh my god. Because even the male feminists wear the glasses. Yup. No such thing as a straight liberal man. At least not one eventually. They're the ones that don't, really get it yet. Maybe. But they'll learn. That's it. I hope someday this tool gets to experience everything he preaches. He would be kept as furniture in the world he's trying to create. Yep. Am said I correct myself. No such thing as a straight or masculine liberal man. All right. Gontek said that cop getting shot clip is literally the thing that caused me to lose all hope for Hasan. This is literally laughing at someone else's suffering. Yep. But like they're the bad guys, bro. So like, dude, like totally, like it's cool, bro. Like it's cool. So one of the one thing that I'm blessed that I'm proud of is to be a straight liberal Democrat man, and I had you in mind. So the thing about this is that I just think you're going to come over to our side. I just think as time goes on, it's gonna get worse. And I'm Indian, you fucking moron. It's in the name. I just think that you're gonna start as you're already too rational to be part of like the group of fucking morons that were in here before. And I think just like myself, you're going to see, oh, those people were lying to me. She got you there, Clay.
And as of this year, he's doubled down. He stands by it, thinks it's hilarious.
Out of context, he just remembered a funny joke that he heard that.
Are you okay? No, you shot me. Oh God! Are you?
It's just even if you hate that's just not that funny. Like, let's say Destiny and Hasan went out fucking hunting and one of them shot each other. That conceptually would be hilarious. But I'm not gonna, like, especially watching back a video, it's not that funny.
So good. Yo,
I wouldn't be surprised.
that still bangs, dude.
It bangs, dude, bro. Like, totally, dude. It fucking bangs, bro.
Yo, that's funny as.
He thinks it's funny when Jews get jumped.
Children for the children.
I mean, it's still kind of funny. Soccer fans
Yeah, no, he's not anti-Semitic.
beating each other up. What has happened to Europe?
He often denies and scoffs when people bring up the October.
Okay, one quick poll. One quick poll. Everybody hit this shit ASAP. ASAP. It's almost like they're his fans and they're here crying. Notice how that hasn't happened in fucking 20 minutes because they all came in here crying about it. And then when they couldn't do anything, they left. Oopsies! What was the fucking now you made me forget my fucking poll.
What has happened to Europe?
Oh, yeah. Okay. This is a great poll. So you got to hit it immediately. It's not going to stay up long. Hit the poll.
Often denies and scoffs when people bring up the October 7th rapes.
Bro, what rapes
I bet you Hunter already left.
did Hamas do? What are you talking about?
Women were horribly raped. As I said then, I say today, Israel had a...
And it's fully backed by Twitch at the cost of all other creators. This video doesn't even go into the countless lies and slander he spreads about other creators. He's a coward, hiding behind his race or the dead bodies of Palestinians rather than owning up to his mistakes.
Probably just need to bite the bullets of what? Just stop covering Gaza? Stop speaking to the humanity of the victim?
Because that's not what we're talking about.
And we will get to that next video. Subscribe to the channel. Shout out to the homies over on Patreon. Phoebes.
So, guys, should I do should I cover part 2? Because this was part 1. This was part 1. There's more to come. And again, he's already done a part 1 and a part 2 on Hasan. So this is part 1, part 2. So should we cover part 2, part 2? How many votes do we got? We got 10 votes. Anybody else want to hit the poll? You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Hasan is overwhelmingly the loser. Should I cover part 2? Clay said we should cover the complete saga. Yes, let's do part 2. I think we could definitely do that. Shout out to Taco Baco. Welcome to the party. Oh, brother. Hasan's laugh is one of his few redeeming qualities. It's the worst. It's the worst. It's so bad. It's so bad. I don't believe that that's real. Like, who else there was somebody else who used to make fun of, used to get made fun of for their laugh that seemed really fake. Think. I need a brain blast. Oh, you know what? I think it was the CinemaSins guy, so never mind. Nobody's gonna know. Put them in the chat if you guys know CinemaSins. If you don't, then never mind. Glumtech said I can never be reminded enough why I will never respect Hasan. Fair enough. Am said it's a pedo cackle. One day we'll see news of his skeletons. I do not believe that this won't happen. I do not believe this won't happen. Glumtech said, can you play the bag kicking video? What is that? I can. Yeah. What bag kick? Oh, Hasan's bag kicking video. Absolutely. God damn it. I used to do this and I forgot. I got good at remembering what I said. What did I say? Oh, about finishing. Yeah, okay. Bet. So we will definitely do that. So yes, perfect. Thank you, Glumtech. Sun bag kicks. Come on, baby. Give me the good. Where the fuck is it? If somebody can get a link before I can. Why is it scrubbed from the internet? Let's try Twitter. I don't know why. Let's do Hasan kick. Okay, we're getting closer. Wait, what? Why? Where is it? Link in free chat. Thank you, sir. By the way, when you have a wrench, you can just put the links in the chat here. Y'all ready for this?
Bro, rain or shine. Grab your nose. Oh my God.
Music. So here's what we'll do. Yeah, dude, like, bro, like, I'm gonna kick, so, like, I'm gonna kick the haters, like, dude, yeah, dude, one more time, bro, like, we got this, like, yeah, bro, gonna fucking kick the haters, bro. All right, dude. Yeah, yes, queen, yes, yeah. Hasan's laugh made the eating the dogs meme. They're eating the dogs. I mean, it cannot get any worse than that. Notice if you drop your hands like that when taking a punch, and you'll get knocked the fuck out. Yeah, that's like what you think Hasan, the champagne socialist, has ever been in a fight? Clay said, I ain't dead, and all that masculine. What? And I can't even see. I don't know what that says. Sorry, brother. Yeah, terrible form and anything. What a little bitch. When your only experience with kicking is when kicking people out of your chat. Hey! There you go. There you go. Dilly dilly to that. Dilly dilly to you. Thank you so very, very much to the soul. Thank you so very, very, very much to the Swole Stream crew. Shout out to all of you who helped make this real. All of you were fucking amazing. I love you. I love you. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. I mean, I don't really like the exercising, but we gonna do it. We gonna get swole. We gonna get swole. 80% of you saying yes, we will definitely do that when it comes around. And I did not expect to be doing more. I thought this was going to be a short stream. I thought, hey, it's a what? How long is that video? That video was
last year. I started documenting
35-minute video. I thought we'll bang this out an hour and a half. I'll go to bed early. All of that stuff. But since it's a whole stream, then whenever it comes out, it comes out. I gotta hit up Thomas Sheedy. He was supposed to come on the channel this week, and I did not follow up. So we will do that. So there is good stuff coming. If you are new here, make sure you are subscribed, guys. I am live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And just like right now, sometimes whenever I feel like it, I'm always here with my boy, Morty. And this is not a typical show. Usually I take something more of like a podcast, a conversation, a speech, something along those lines, and we'll break that down. But this was just too good. It was just too good. Clay said, even I am not all that masculine as a person, but I can realize that that's just straight up fake masculinity. Bingo. Yup. Good job, guys. Thank you so very, very much for hanging out and helping me get swole, guys. It is a big thing, and I've not been doing so well. And so with your help, and hopefully if you're on the team, we'll all do it together. But either way, it's fun to make me work, right? Thank you guys so very much. Once again, this is Morty, and I am your host, Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense, guys. Until next time, we are out of here. Peace.